How is everybody doing? We are live. Another day of crazy weather. Yep. We got 4 tornado warnings right now. Things are attempting to get a little wild. And let's go ahead and pop in our let's take a look at our national radar right now. Basically, we got quite a few storms here down in Oklahoma, Arkansas. We got some in Tennessee and Kentucky. They're kind of a little bit all over the place. We do have a couple tornado warnings right now. And as for our tornado threat today, we have 5% chance in the red and a 2% chance in the green. Pretty mixed up area. We got a little small chance of tornadoes in Colorado Springs, which is super rare. You rarely ever see that. But yep, that's what we're looking at today. And as of now, we do actually have a couple tornado warnings. It's happening again. There's buddy Em. How you doing, buddy? What's going on? There's my boy. It's not too bad today. I mean, I was debating on going live because there's nothing on the ground right now. But we were up to 6 tornado warnings there for a minute. And, this one's got a pretty good rotation here. I think we might possibly have a tornado in is it Alabama?
There may be a tornado here. Not for certain right now, but there's definitely rotation right over Little Coon Mountain near Summers Top. Also heading in the direction of Stevenson.
They got a whole bunch of QLCS threats along this storm here. Oh, I need to fix my mouse. Oh, I just messed up my mouse or my settings. Hold on, I gotta reset my mouse real quick.
Couple other areas of rotation also approaching I-24. This northern segment of the line has gotten a little bit broader here over the last several minutes, moving towards Chattanooga, but it could recycle.
I think everybody's gonna be okay today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let's hope my little drawing macro works. But yeah, we got down here in southern Tennessee and Alabama. We got some QLCS threats going along through here. Just a quick little spec tornadoes. Nothing too threatening. Maybe like equal to like 100-mile-per-hour gust of wind for a brief moment. That's all that will really be. Let's see if my drawing thing works now. Not yet. Let me make sure I have it on. Not think I have it on. Yep, zoom it. I got to turn on zoom it. I thought I had everything set up and I forgot one thing. There she is. There's my baby. Now I can draw. Yeah, we just got a whole QLCS threat coming along these front lines of these storms here, which are probably going to keep them tornado warned because, we see like little couplets here, like by Pleasant Grove. Very high chance of seeing a spin up tornado here. Anytime we get a little inflow notch, we got another one right here that could possibly happen. So wherever we see these little inflow notches, it's very possible that we may see a brief spin up tornado. Now, of course, we got old buddy Max Velocity watching Freddie McKinney about to watch a tornado drop in front of him in Texas. And there's like 8,500 storm chasers on this storm. So we will not miss this tornado if one happens here. Like, there's literally a line of storm chasers, 200 cars long, all chasing this one storm in Texas, which is so funny. Brian, my goodness, buddy. So I believe this is the one everybody's chasing right here. This one just north of Dickens and let's say Roaring Springs. Take a 3D look at this thing right here. Takes quite a bit to get a tornado warning in Texas, to be honest. I'm surprised this one's even tornado warned. It's definitely a big looking, iconic, classic supercell. The ideal shape of producing a tornado.
Hey, Diane, for becoming a member, welcome to the Velocities.
Let me get my slider over here. So it looks like this one's trying.
This is the latest radar scan as of 4:33. The reflectivity's at
It's clearly got lots and lots of rotation.
Velocity should update in a second. It is still rotating. It's obviously not that strong on radar, but it's definitely
The higher velocities, yeah.
So it looks like Tornado Pagey
I mean, it's
right underneath it.
pretty broad at the moment still.
I think they're
We'll keep an eye on it though.
underneath them, but it looks like their feet is lagging. I'll go back to them in a second. All right, let's go back over to the east.
How you doing, Daniel?
In Tennessee and Alabama, we're back down to
Yeah, nobody needs to run right now. It's all right. Nothing crazy's going on yet. We don't have any tornadoes on the ground. Just a bunch of tornado warnings. Pretty much anybody in Alabama and Tennessee, they just need to like stay inside away from the windows. Ugh, we got so much interference in this one, we can't see that one. Yeah, let's go over to Alabama and Tennessee right here.
Going towards Sequatchie, Whitwell, and eventually Chattanooga here in southern Tennessee. Rotation near Pelham.
Yep, as we're seeing here, we have a QLCS tornado threat coming towards Chattanooga. Bunch of other, all the towns north and south of Chattanooga. We got a big line of storms coming through with big blasts of wind. Very high possibility of a brief spin-up tornado that would feel like 100-mile-an-hour gust of wind. Nothing big or strong that would last very long, but it's definitely enough to take out some power, knock some trees down and stuff like that. Yeah, this whole front line of storms means business right here. So you see like all these right here, the red and the orange. This is where we're seeing like 50, 60-mile-an-hour gusts of wind right here in the front lines of these storms. Nobody needs to panic though. Nobody needs to panic. I think I need to open up a third radar though, so I can take a look at some more stuff.
Once again, this is in Motley and Dickens counties in Texas. Storms moving east-southeast at about 20 miles per hour. Still broadly rotating in the low levels. It's right now next to the outflow boundary. Rotation on the latest scan's gone a little bit stronger again. Might be trying to drop here in the next few minutes. If it drops, it's going to be right over 193. It's barely moving near East Afton and Afton.
Let's go look at this one near Paducah. That was a pretty good looking storm they got there.
Lori for becoming a member.
Nothing too crazy looking here. It's actually, let's pull up the national weather radar here, see what we're looking at. And if anybody was concerned, I'm going to show you where our threats are today. It's not that crazy of a day. So as usual, we have a 5% chance in the red and a 2% chance for tornadoes in the green. So it's not too crazy looking today. But I mean, there is some chances of some tornadoes for sure. Yeah, let's see where all of our scary looking storms are right now, if any. Where is my national weather radar? All right. So we got some pretty chunky storms over here just east of Lubbock, heading into Colorado, it looks like. Got We should probably check out some of these storms in Oklahoma City, to be honest. You know, they don't tornado warn them unless it's an EF4 or 5, so. Got lots of storms in Arkansas. I mean, a whole lot of storms, like basically going through Little Rock and Memphis right now. Tons and tons of storms. My goodness. Our biggest threat's going to be like right here, coming out of Arkansas into Mississippi, it looks like. And we got, well, we might as well check out those storms up there near Lubbock because they're in the 5% chance. So let's pop a radar up over there.
Back over to Chattanooga and as well as northeastern Alabama. We still have 2 tornado warnings. This is a line of storms.
Oh, that's a pretty looking storm. Where was my other radar at that I have? Is it not in Lubbock? Yeah, it sure is in Lubbock. So let's move one to Oklahoma City.
There's enough rotation for a quick tornado going towards Shiloh. And then we have another area of rotation just off to the west of Sequatchie that is moving also towards Whitwell. So that rotation starts.
So, oh yeah, this one's definitely rotating too. We got some rotation on the back end of this one here, and I pocket set.
Definitely still enough rotation for that to produce a potential tornado risk. Just back to
Little bit of rotation on this one near Wynwood. Nothing too wild. All these storms are rotating though, that's for sure. Oh yeah, we got a little bit of rotation here too. Right here heading towards pink. It's actually a pretty tight little part of rotation right there. Very, very tight rotation, I'd say. It's really close to the radar too. How you doing, Lucas? What's going on today, buddy? Welcome to the stream. This one isn't even severe warning. I mean, it's just a baby little blip of rotation right there, but man, it looks like it's trying.
I still think there's an outflow probably right about here, if I had to guess. It's hard to tell because we don't have a great radar view here, but if that's the outflow, then this thing still has a chance of producing a tornado. We just need that hook to once again latch on to our outflow. So if that happens, things could definitely get pretty interesting. This is also Storm Runner Media looking at the
one by Lubbock's looking really big and broad. I mean, it's looks like it has some power. How you doing, Michael? Welcome to the stream, Michael.
That's crazy. Been close to a tornado once and the windows got sucked out. That is scary.
But yeah, this is the one that all storm chasers are on. All 850 storm chasers, I believe, are right here on top of the storm. Pax Tony, this is GR2 Analyst. You click on the description. I have it linked in there.
They have downgraded this particular tornado warning for hail back down to ping pong ball size hail. So, for Dickens and Motley counties.
I think this is the closest thing we have to a tornado right now.
Still a huge chaser convergence. It's actually
Extremely broad, though, especially this latest scan. I mean, it's rotating good, but
so many chasers on a single storm. I mean, everybody behind him is pretty much a storm chaser. Hey, Quasi for $5 super chat. I think Wichita, Kansas is going to be mainly just isolated hail tonight. Other than that, not expecting much over there.
yeah, it's really broad. I mean, if it was to pull together, it'd be down through here.
Keep a close eye on them. Everybody's on that storm still.
Keep in mind, too, these 3D scans are like a minute and a half behind for some reason. The guy has no dang fear of storms. Where is your guy at? I definitely have a fear of storms. It's just when they're fearful. Right now, nothing looks too crazy. This one looks like in the latest couple scans, it's trying to pull something together here. This one might drop down soon. Looking really broad there for a while, but now it's starting to pull together. Our NROT's much tighter. Yeah, we definitely got much more of a rotation here for sure. How far away from the? We're pretty close to the Lubbock radar too. Still, what happened to my chat? Why did it just drop out of there? Okay, there it is. This is just east of Lubbock, Texas. If anybody's just popping in, I'll go ahead and pull up the tornado threat for today again. So we got a 5% chance of tornadoes in the red and a 2% chance in the greens. We have a pretty widespread area today. Not a severely high threat of tornadoes today, but definitely a chance to see a couple tornadoes possibly. Actually, kind of rare to see one up in Colorado though. Not very often we see stuff in Colorado. And that little 2% chance is directly on top of directly on top of Colorado City. So I want to keep an eye on Colorado City today, man. That wouldn't, man. If we have a tornado form in Colorado City, that could be bad news. This looks like it's really starting to strengthen in the velocities here. How you doing, Catnap? Meow back at you. This thing's cranking up, guys. We might have a tornado on the ground here at some point soon. This thing has multiple rotations now. We got one right here, this front hook. We got another rotation back here in the back as well. Yeah, let's go look at these QCLS tornado spin-ups happening over in Alabama and Tennessee. This line's blasting. Yeah, it looks like we might have a brief spin up here just south of Hollywood. Right here, trying to spin one up real quick on us. And we got another influ notch here. We might see another brief spin up on. Yeah, pretty much anybody in Chattanooga, north and south, we have a crazy storm heading your way. Basically, this whole lines of these storms are going to possibly produce a spin up EF1 tornado on top of you. It'll be a really short tornado, but basically feel like a 100-mile-an-hour gust of wind and can cause some power outages. Let's actually pull up the power outages. Let's see how much damage this storm's actually done today. So how is everybody doing today? Storm video, I'm doing great. All right, so taking a look at these storms here. So it looks like these storms are definitely doing some damage here. Definitely got lots of households without power here from this line of storms. Look like Henderson County got hit pretty hard from this. We must have had a couple spin up tornadoes in Henderson from this storm. Go to okay, just the north. Wow, Lauderdale County has 2,700 households without power. I know Mississippi's been beat up that bad. Yeah. Mississippi really hasn't gotten much of this damage. I'm doing pretty good, storm video. The storm's trying to. Wow, look at this little inflow notch just building up right here. Probably going to see another brief spin up right here as we live as we're seeing this. Some pretty strong velocities right here.
Look at that thing spinning.
Might be right there. Let's see if we have anything on the...
This is legit going to drop a tornado, I think. Velocities have tightened on the latest scan. This actually might be dropping. This is near 193.
Our tornado storm's about to drop, huh?
Looks like it's about to drop. I mean, this
Oh, wow. Look at that.
that thing's spinning.
Sure is.
This thing's definitely about to drop, I think. There is a good
That's our one up there in Texas near Lubbock. Yeah, I think this front line of storms is seeing lots of spin up tornadoes right here. We got a little bit of resignature here south of Bridgeport. Lots and lots of blasty winds here.
This looks very imminent right now.
Near Chattanooga, north and south of it, in Alabama and Tennessee. Strong line of storms here. Let's go look at the one down in Lubbock. See how crazy this thing's getting. Oh, wow, yeah. Look at our NROT. We're up into the yellows now on the NROT. This thing is cranking now. This thing's ready to drop.
Once again, just east of East Afton, Texas.
This storm right here, east of Lubbock. This is the one that all the streamers are on right here. Storm Chaser, Storm Runner Media right there.
Still see it spinning. It's not just that little white tube that was coming down. The entire thing is still spinning.
Oh, yeah, I'll gladly show you. Let me make this a little smaller. So there's multiple ways we can tell if there's rotation. This one right here, super convenient. The NROT, the one down here, basically, we have, it's a very simple scale, and it's real easy to spot rotations. Like right here, you see where we got the blue, the green, and the yellow right here. It's like pinpointing where our rotation is. So right here, our tornado would be right here where the triangle is. This is one way to see the rotation. And then this is just our base reflectivity, like you see on most radars, any rainstorm you see. So the NROT's one way, normalized rotation to find some rotations. Another one we have right here is our velocities. All right, so you see how we have the scale over here. So we got light blue right here. So that means it's going 50 miles an hour that way. And then we got the reds and the lighter ones like right here. And then this area is going this way, 50 miles an hour. So this is where our rotation is right here, where the colors are together and you can see them going different ways. I'm sorry my arrows look so bad. But this is another way on the base velocities right here. We can see the rotation. I mean, you can kind of see, like, you can see this going around and around. So this is the tornado warning storm we have right now. The storm chasers are on. And then this one's like an averaged one out of SRV. This is basically an averaged version in miles per hour version of the entire storm. So we can see right here another area of the rotation we can see it on. And then another way we can tell if one's rotating, well, this isn't if it's rotating, but like if we want to know if the tornado is actually on the ground, we'll see like darker greens and blues right here where it's actually lifting debris up into the sky. So this is like the correlation coefficient. This is where you can actually see debris that the storm's creating. But yeah, the NROT and your base velocity is usually the best way to see the rotation. This is east of Lubbock, Texas, just south of Roaring Springs, Russellville. Looks like it's out in the middle of nowhere right now. This one is just in the middle of fields in the middle of nowhere. Let me actually pull up Google Maps to see exactly where this is. But this isn't this area isn't our only threat right now. Like we have a large area of threats today. Let me pull up our tornado threat for the day. So we have a 2% chance in the green and a 5% chance in the red. So I've got this covering. New Mexico's actually in the threat. Colorado Springs is. Most of North Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi and Alabama and some of Tennessee's in this threat today.
All three storm chasers on the bottom of your screen are looking at this, and I do think it is moments away from trying to produce a tornado.
But our other threat today, right now at the current time, is basically where Chattanooga is, north and south of Chattanooga, including Tennessee. This whole line of storms is having brief spin-up tornadoes nonstop right here. So anybody in this line of storms right here needs to be in their house, away from windows. You obviously don't want to be outside. You're not going to see a big, massive tornado, but there's a very high chance. Like, we'll probably see 1 or 2 tornadoes every 5 minutes out of this storm. Just a brief spin-up one that only lasts like 30 seconds or more.
Pretty clear view here.
Oh, Russellville, Kentucky. Yeah, no, I don't think anything's going on in Kentucky right now. Actually, let's pull this National Weather Radar up so we can see where all the storms are. So there's nothing but rain going on in Kentucky right now. So
This storm is now up to 4-inch sized hail.
but yeah, this is our most tornadic storm right here right now.
This is producing softball sized hail now.
Softball size hail in that storm down there. Oh my goodness.
Windshields are going to get blown out if you are in the hail core, which the hail core right now is located.
Arkansas just looks like a whole bunch of rainstorms at the moment. Let me actually move a radar over there and take a look at it. I have Oklahoma City pulled up right here. I'll move this one to Arkansas. So it looks like we have multiple supercells here in near Oklahoma City. This one's actually rotating pretty good right here. Heading towards, so literally on top of Pocasset right now, heading towards Bridge Creek, Tuttle, Newcastle. This is Oklahoma though. They don't tornado warn stuff unless it's an EF4, EF5. So it has to be like a pretty serious storm for them to tornado warn in Oklahoma because they're so used to the big ones. Let's go to Arkansas. We have lots and lots of, no shortage of thunderstorms in Arkansas right now. This one's actually rotating pretty good right here near Star City. Got a bit of a rotation in that. Got a good amount of rotation here by Pine Bluff too. We actually have a rotation right on top of Star City right now. And another one back here by Connerville. So they don't have anything tornado warned in Arkansas at the moment, it seems, but all these storms are rotating in Arkansas. Every single one of them, it looks like. Tennessee is not looking good. It's coming right towards Chattanooga right now. Oh wow, look at this. I'm gonna leave this radar on this one. It looks like we have a bunch of inflow or some side lobe contamination right here, but this one might get tornado warned really soon. Wait till we get a better scan of it. So this is just southwest of Little Rock here, near Malvern. It's past Marvin, heading towards Poyen and Prattsville. I think we have a pretty strong rotation right here. If not, we do have a big blast of, I mean, this thing looks like it's cranking with the winds regardless. Yeah, we might have a strong rotation here. I'm going to keep an eye on this one, all right? I'm glad we came over to Arkansas because stuff's getting a little crazy over here, to be honest. I mean, this might get tornado warned at any moment. Lavaca, Arkansas. Yeah, absolutely. Let me pull it up for you. Google Maps. We might just got a tornado warning right here. Oh, tornado's on the ground. Okay, so the one in Texas is confirmed on the ground now. It's really not a big deal because it's out in the middle of nowhere, but yeah, this one is on the ground right here. We're more concerned about the ones that have, houses in the way. So let me try to pull up the one for you and Lavaca, Arkansas. I'm going to pull it up for you here in just a minute. Oh, I messed it up.
Weather spotters have
tough. I think
confirmed
there
this
is an
tornado.
explosion behind us. It's trying back behind us here, but problem is this road is just not really ideal here for
Lavaca. Am I saying it right? Lavaca, Arkansas?
Anything, but I'm not saying there isn't anything. I just haven't seen anything clearly yet.
Oh, you're right by the Fort Smith radar.
See the
Let me go back to the radar in Arkansas. Yeah, it's kind of getting a little crazy in Arkansas. We haven't had another scan on this one yet, but that one's looking wild. All right, let's see where. Let's go to Fort Smith. Actually, I can connect right to it.
Okay, well, allegedly, there's a confirmed tornado. I don't visually see.
My goodness, that's a scary looking cloud up there.
back over Storm Runner.
Looks like you got clear skies for the moment, but we have some big storms coming your way in Lavaca.
May have already lifted if there was one.
We got this big tornado warning storm right here. Not tornado warning, but severe thunderstorm warning storm with lots of hail. I mean, the rotation's really broad in it right now, but this is heading your way. So, yeah, definitely you should be weather aware in Lavaca, for the next hour or so once the storm gets over there near you. Right now, it doesn't look too threatening, but it's definitely in the track. Lavaca, I believe, has. Let's see what your threat is there. So at least you're only in the 2% for Lavaca. The red area, you want to be a little more concerned. We have a higher chance of the tornadoes being stronger in these red areas. So I think you should be good in Lavaca. You may see, at worst, like a weak EF1 tornado at the worst, but nothing too crazy coming at you right now. Folly Beach, South Carolina.
Back over to live radar. Once again, if we have a tornado, it would be right here north of 193. So Freddie's looking in that direction right now. Storm Runner also looking in that direction, bottom right of your screen. And then
It's like we got nothing but rain showers in South Carolina right now.
some big hail here.
Yeah, you don't have anything to worry about in South Carolina today. I don't even think you're in the threat.
4-inch size hail, which is the size of a softball.
Pretty sure South Carolina isn't in the threat today. Yeah, South Carolina don't have to worry about anything today. You're good in South Carolina. Yell County, Arkansas. How you doing, Brenda? Hey, Little Rock, how you doing? She said what? Yeah, it's looking kind of crazy in Arkansas. I feel like nobody's really talking about. Like I'm watching Max Velocity and everything, but Arkansas is looking a little wild right now. I mean, we got a lot of rotation in Arkansas right now. I mean, it's mainly just a bunch of thunderstorms, but all of these guys are rotating here. Just looking at this one here, Whitehall and Pine Bluff, we got some pretty good rotation in this area. Nothing's tornado warned yet. This one looks like we have some serious gusts of wind on the dry line right here. I mean, this thing's real cranking out here. I don't see any really tight rotation yet, but this thing, there's a lot of power in front of this thing. So this thing's pretty much screaming at 50, 60 miles an hour too, right along here. So this one's got some strong winds coming through. Let's actually take a 3D view look at this storm to see what it's doing. So yeah, this is a big old rotating supercell right here. It looks like not that big, but it's getting big. So there's a little bit of rotation down here, but nothing too crazy. Well, we're gonna keep an eye on this storm because this looks like the most threatening storm in Arkansas right now. Absolutely, North Alabama. We were just there. We have a whole line of QLCS tornado threats coming through here towards Chattanooga. Anywhere north and south of Chattanooga, you need to be inside, away from your windows, because this whole front line in these storms heading towards Chattanooga and North Alabama can have brief spin up tornadoes left and right. Like we might be having one spin up right now. I'll take a closer look right here. Actually, I was behind on the scans, but here we are. We got it updated now. So these are really, they're Chattanooga's just about to get hit by this blast of winds. Looks like Chattanooga is not in the threat right now, but it looks like we might have a brief spin up tornado happening right here, just north of Chattanooga. We got some rotation right here.
I thought I saw something on Friday's stream that looked like one. I mean, the velocity. I don't know
What part of northern Alabama? Because basically these storms are almost through Alabama and they're heading in towards Trenton, Georgia right now. I mean, we still got like Valley Head, Fort Payne, Rainsville, Sylvania is all about to get hit here in the next 5-10 minutes.
Connor's just lost signal. Let me go back over to Freddie.
Oh, you're Tennessee? Yeah, I love Max too. I like all the storm stream or all the streamers. I just started streaming because it's like, they get 30,000 people in there and you can't help every single person. So that's why I just started it up to like help people out. If anybody's concerned about the weather in their area, I just want to help them. Look. And it just kind of depends too, like how serious it is. Like today, it's nothing really crazy's happening right now today. I know just at worst, brief spin up EF1 tornadoes right now. Yeah, they're threatening if you're like in an old camper or a mobile home, but as long as you're inside of a house away from your windows, you're safe in this whole line of storms right here coming through Chattanooga and then northern Georgia, northern Alabama. But yeah, if we see something big and strong, I'll make sure everybody's aware. If like there's a really strong tornado coming through somewhere, I'll make sure I let everybody know. But we had a confirmed tornado on the ground back there in Texas, but it's just it's really in the middle of nowhere. Oh wow. Yeah, this thing's strong. Let's actually pull this area up on Google Maps to see if there's any houses out there. I don't know if anybody lives out here in Guthrie, Texas. Looks like a ghost town. Well, there is actually some houses and buildings out here.
Once again, this is in Motley and Dickens counties in Texas.
So it looks like this tornado is near the highway. So it's between Dickens and Guthrie right now. So our tornado is probably right in this area, heading this way. Really nothing out here. Just looks like a bunch of fields, so that's a good thing. I don't even know. It might be heading towards Guthrie. Guthrie's a fairly small town, so it'll be very easy for this storm to miss it. Let's look at the track. Look at the storm track of this. It kind of looks like it's heading towards Guthrie. Yeah, this is our only confirmed on-the-ground tornado right now.
Connor just came back. Let me go back over to...
Assuming they have it, National Weather has it warned as a confirmed tornado on the ground, but it looks like it's not on the ground. It may have dropped down. It could be. It looks like it could be somewhat rain-wrapped. But that's the tornado right here. But to be honest, yeah, I'm way more concerned about the storms in Arkansas and Tennessee right now because, there's lots of houses out there. Unless this thing gets like closer to some civilized areas, this thing's just basically what you would call it, a storm chaser's tornado out in the fields, right?
Southwest, looking in the direction of that tornado. And if it is still on the ground, it is fully rain wrapped.
But if anybody's just popping in, we'll go ahead and pull up our threat today. So we have a 2% chance of tornadoes in the green and a 5% chance in the red, which is crazy. We do have a small 2% chance in Colorado Springs, which is pretty rare. You don't see that very often. How you doing, Toby from Germany? Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
Don't go far, but that's rapidly rotating just over the road.
AME thing. How you doing from Cheetah, Canada? Chate? I'm butchering that. Chata, Canada. It's okay. Yeah, no tornado. There is tornadoes in Canada though, especially like right on the border of America. I know we've seen lots of tornadic storms out there. Actually, this tornado season too. So this thing is just cooking along. It looks like they only have the southern part tornado warned right now. So this is almost completely on top of Chattanooga right now. So they're about to get blasted by these winds. It's like we have a little inflow notch happening right here. We might see a brief spin up right here.
See it spinning.
Yeah, I'll probably have the cookies here in a second. It's coming right at us. So.
Yeah. This is the only concerning point right here right now. You know, we might have a rotation right here too. We might have a brief spin up here near Rising Fawn. Yeah, these they just pretty much keep this tornado warm because by the time the tornado happens or they warn it, the tornado will already be gone. So they're just kind of keeping this storm tornado warned as it's just going through these areas.
Yeah, whoa, okay, this is crazy. All right, so this warning, it's been downgraded for the tornado. It's back down to radar indicated. It is now warned for 5-inch sized hail.
5-inch size hail in that Texas storm. My goodness. This one's looking a little scary though. This one out here in Arkansas, southwest of Little Rock. This one's starting to grow a little hook on it. I mean, and it's rotating from 3,800 feet all the way up to 15,000 feet. We definitely got a hook growing on this one near Prettsville. Hoy, hello from Margate, Florida. Hello from Raleigh. Alan, how you doing today? Branson, Missouri. How you doing, Ruth? I think Missouri's got an easy day today. Usually Missouri's getting hammered. Let's see what's going on in Missouri, actually. I don't think there's anything going on in Missouri right now. Oh, look at that. It's not very often you see Missouri with no storms on top of it. I feel like Missouri's like the central place for all the tornadoes to meet. Missouri usually gets it pretty bad. We actually had a bad tornado in St. Louis last week. There was over 100,000 households without power in St. Louis last week from a tornado that dropped down right on top of it. The pretty high velocities in this storm right here. This thing's really picking up. 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds in these storms here. Woo! Oh, we're getting quite a bit of rotation down here near Florence. It's got a little hook growing on it. I'm surprised we haven't seen a single tornado warning in Arkansas yet, because all these areas have some pretty good rotation. Let me take a 3D view look at this storm real quick. Don't see how big this thing is.
Look at the couplet on radar. This might have a tornado right now, right next to Freddy. He's driving a little bit further to the east so he doesn't get.
This thing is really rain wrapped.
This is likely dropping another tornado now southwest of Dumont, right along 193. It would be tracking very slowly down to the south. So definitely.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. The rotations are very very broad here still. It looks like it's trying.
This one's going to be for Motley, Cottle, Dickens, and King counties in Texas.
We got another tornado warning in Texas. Yeah, man, these storms look scary in Arkansas. You can't ignore these.
Right near 193. It's likely going to be moving down to the southeast. So again, seek shelter if you are in
Charleston, West Virginia. How are you doing? What flag is that? Germany. Are we getting all kinds of people from Germany in here? That's awesome. You know, I was thinking about, because tornado season isn't going to be going much longer, right? I was talking to my family and friends, like, I want to try to do some of the typhoons and stuff. I got to figure out how to get like a radar and other countries set up so I want to do radars, or I want to do weather for the typhoons that are going to be happening in the off season for America. I'm going to really look into it. I mean, other than that, really, because, you know, tornado season is just March and April in America. And then we have in December, let me pull up our map real quick. So pretty much just, yeah, March and April is our tornado season in America. But down in this area, we have a small chance for tornadoes in like December and January, just depending on how the weather is. So we do see maybe like a secondary tornado season in the winter in these areas. Sometimes it's not like, full month-long tornado season like it is in March and April, but there's sometimes the weather is favorable for tornadoes in these areas in winter. And other than that, all we have is like hurricanes here, which is in the fall. So check out Canada. Any certain area in Canada? It looks like we just have a bunch of rainstorms up here near Ottawa and Montreal. And
I'm going to retweet the photo on Twitter at MaxVelocityWX. But
I don't know if it goes much more. Yeah, we can see some up here near Vancouver, British Columbia. Got a couple rainstorms up there. I don't know if this goes much further. Hey, we can actually see Alaska in this radar. It's got all kinds of rain up in Anchorage, too. Definitely got some rainstorms up here. How's the weather in Canada right now? Is it warm or is it cold?
It's going to be just to the south and east of 193 right now. So yeah, we do not know for sure if there is a tornado, but if there is one, it's going to probably be rain wrapped.
We need to go look at that new tornado warning in Texas. I haven't checked it out yet. I think it's so neat that YouTube pops people in here from other countries. It's nice to see you guys. Nice for you to stop in. Watching from the UK. How you doing, Lee? So this is still just the same tornado warning. So this thing has been on the ground a couple times in the last 30 minutes to an hour ago. We also have 4 to 5 inch size. My goodness, look at this. 5-inch hail reported in Dickens, Texas. Social media picture. So there's 5-inch hail. This thing has like 3 to 5 inch hail. This storm is just monstrous, and you can see this big giant hail core in this thing. It's a pretty strong tornado too. It's not a weak one. Yeah, Tennessee gets it bad. I feel like Tennessee gets hit the worst out of the Ohio Valley. So this is the tornado warning storm right here.
The probability of at least 2 tornadoes is 40%, and the probability of at least 1 strong tornado is 20%. The wind concern is at least 50% for at least 10 or more wind.
Sorry about that. Let me pull up the 3D view again. See if we can see the rotations in this storm. Oh, yeah. So you can kind of see where the tornado would be, right? Pretty obvious where the tornado would be, right down in here. So this thing's rotating really good. This is the one that is confirmed a tornado on the ground in Texas. I don't know if they can't see it because it's completely rain wrapped. I think it's rain wrapped at this point. But you can clearly see where the tornado is.
Any cameras
Right up through there.
I don't think any chasers are looking to go punch the hail here. Their car would probably be
Alberta. I'm not sure where Alberta is. Alberta. I know I've seen that Letterkenny show.
Freddie might turn around here in a second.
Alberta.
Anybody know what's 6 inches in diameter? Do we have any like measurements 6 inches in diameter? We don't usually go above 5
Calgary.
inches. So curious if anybody has any 6-inch sized hail comparisons.
Where is Alberta?
Hey Kyle for the $20 super chat. This will all be a line of storms by the time.
I gotta know now. I need to look up Alberta because I'm confused.
Few hours, this entire area of storm activity that's barely moving right now is going to
I know Alberta's a big town, isn't it? Or city? Alberta, Canada. Oh, Alberta's way up north. Okay. I don't even think the radars go up that far.
But we could have a couple storms fire up before that.
I guess there is. You do have some rain coming in Alberta. You got those storms coming this way.
I don't know what. I'm gonna have to look it up.
We have a ton of storms on top of Arkansas right now, though. Lots of rain in Arkansas.
He's in the middle of this storm still.
We haven't looked at Oklahoma City either in a while.
Hit by hail. I don't know. He's driving up into the hail core right now.
Hey, Jai, yeah, that's one thing I really love about this radar is the 3D views.
See him bottom right of your screen.
You can really diagnose a storm with the 3D views.
I'm not hearing any big hail hits yet.
Let's go look at Oklahoma. We haven't been to Oklahoma at all in a while.
He'd be really lucky if he doesn't get hit.
We still haven't had any tornado warnings in Arkansas. And this one is very, very interesting looking. I mean, we got very defined rotation in the hook right here on this one heading towards Winchester. Let's actually take a 3D view of this one, see if we can see anything.
Connor's not getting hit by hail
I
yet,
need to actually
unless it's really small.
turn down some of these greens and blues so I can see the severe parts better.
So it looks like there is some hail falling right over where Connor is. Not huge yet though.
It's,
Did a scan showing a massive hail core just off to his left. And Freddie is also.
so you can see the hook we got right here. I don't know if it's rotating well enough to call up a tornado warning on it. I mean, this thing is trying. It's definitely trying. We might see a tornado warning on this storm soon. I mean, look at these. Look at the red dots right here. This thing is trying. This is trying to produce a tornado right here, it looks like.
See the hail starting to fall.
See, these are very low velocities, but you can see where this thing is rotating very well. So this one's trying to produce a tornado right here down nearby Winchester.
Has no option but to punch the hail core if he's gonna keep going.
Don't be surprised if that gets tornado warned. Both of these storms have hooks on them.
It's gonna get worse here in a couple minutes.
One here with Banks, Warren, going towards Wilmar, Monticello, Reed, McGehee, and Winchester. This is all in Arkansas right here. Hello from Boston, Alexander.
Hey Ruby for the $10 super chat. Coconut-sized hail. What's the diameter of a coconut?
Like we got a little bit of rotation here heading towards Pine Bluff. I mean, Arkansas is just getting absolutely hammered by rain right now.
Okay, so basically coconut-sized hail. I mean, we have to talk about smaller coconut, but
Looks like a lot of these storms are going to merge together, though. It's like we got a guy right in the middle of the storms, right out in Texas. He's driving right in that mess.
Bro's excited to get hit by hail.
He's excited to get hit by hail.
Oh, he's still driving through. I mean, again, I haven't seen anything crazy. There's been a few hailstones, but he's been pretty fortunate.
Is he trying to chase down those 4-inch size hailstones?
Right now near 193. Again, this is again.
Looks like that storm's really broadened out.
Northeast of Dickens County. Once again, we've had a bunch of 4-inch sized hail reports, in addition to one that was around 6 inches in diameter back over near Highway 7.
We got a Paducah in
Right now,
Texas, too?
we are talking about a major hail core.
I didn't know there's a Paducah in Texas as well.
I think that hail is about to be hitting Connor at any moment. We actually have a CC
This one's actually rotating pretty good down here. This one looks like it's rotating more than the one up north. Hello, Charlie from Chicago. Hi, Rogue. How you guys doing today? Let's go look up in Oklahoma City. Let me go ahead and pull up our threat for today. Anybody that's just hopping in right now. So today we have a 2% chance for tornadoes in the green area and a 5% in the red. So basically North Texas and Oklahoma here, we might see some stronger tornadoes. And here in Alabama and Arkansas has a chance of seeing some stronger tornadoes too. And we're seeing a lot of rotation in these storms down in here right now. And they're heading into the red area. So if anybody's in Arkansas, you need to be ready to, prepare for these storms coming in. Oh, what is this? Oh, man, those winds are blasting there. Ryan Shoal, that's in Texas. We're definitely getting some strong winds there in Texas.
We have confirmation. Shoal is not core punching today.
Hizzy, this is all over the place right now. We're basically watching the storms through multiple states right now. Well, this is Ryan Shoal. This is in Texas somewhere, east of Lubbock. Connor's in the hail core. He just got his windshield fixed not too long ago. Right here, though, on the radar, I'm looking at near Oklahoma City right now. Checking out these storms in Oklahoma. Nothing looks too crazy in Oklahoma City right now. Tennessee, absolutely. Let me go to Tennessee. We had a whole bunch of, big bunch of lines of storms heading into Chattanooga. It's probably on top of it now. Looks like they dropped the tornado warnings for these storms. So yeah, this line of storms heading into Chattanooga were all tornado warned, and they let them all go. I think we're losing the spin ups on this. It doesn't look as bad. We still got some strong winds though. I mean, you're basically looking at all these reds and oranges right here. This is basically 50, 60 mile per hour winds coming from this storm right here. And then if we go northern, is there any certain area in Tennessee you're worried about? Doesn't look bad anywhere else in Tennessee. It just looks like rain showers and some thunderstorms. These are only severe warned storms near in the southern part of Tennessee right here. Storms are around or just south of our stationary frontal boundary. That is where our most elevated amount of wind shear is. It's not really a great chance of a tornado today, but there's an isolated tornado threat around. I'm not sure where Calgary is. There it is. Yeah. Nothing in Calgary, man. You got some rain showers, maybe going to make it there in a couple hours. Basically, yep, our threat's just down in this area today. Liz, let me pull it up. Anybody that's new coming in here. This is our threat for severe weather today. In the green, we have a 2% chance for tornadoes in the green and a 5% chance in the red. So basically just here in North Texas, Oklahoma, and East Arkansas, North Mississippi, and parts of Alabama. That's where we're looking for severe weather today. I mean, we have storms all over the place right now. Take off the alerts. Connor's on the south side of the hail core right now. I'm gonna keep it on Connor. I'll be back in 60 seconds. So this line of storms here is what was cranking through. We had a QLCS tornado threat in this one a while ago, but it looks like it's they've dropped all the tornado warnings on it because it's not spinning up tornadoes anymore. And then, yeah, we got a bunch of wild storms here in Arkansas that's looking pretty scary. Maybe we should probably check some of these out here in North Mississippi, too. We could see some action out here. And then we've had a couple tornadoes touch down out here in north. Well, about I say west from or east of Lubbock. We had this produce a tornado here a couple times in the last hour. So we have multiple storms heading multiple places right now. And we only have one tornado warning right now, and that's just the one in Texas. We do have a tornado warned storm out here in Texas that's basically in the middle of fields. I don't know if it's a threat to anybody yet. Let's go look at it again. It was kind of heading towards Guthrie, but I think that storm fell apart. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad anymore. I mean, we do have some stronger rotation right here in this area. It is still tornado. It looks like it's actually getting pretty close to Guthrie, but I think it's going to go north of it. Take a look at this storm again. I mean, this thing has like 5-inch size hail too, which is absolutely nutty. So this is our big giant supercell down here in Texas near Guthrie. So if there is a tornado, it's a little tiny little baby one right here if it's still going. Not a ton of rotation, but it is reaching down right about here. That's about it for right now in Texas with this storm. Looks like the rotation's really broadened out except for that little tiny central area of it. We do have another storm down here. It looks like south of Guthrie. Just north of Aspermont. This one has some pretty good rotation too. Is this one going north? Let's look at the storm track on these. Wind stream's kind of weird out here. We got this storm's going this way and this one's going this way. Calgary? I don't know the actual forecast for Calgary. I just looked up there though. I don't know if we even have I mean, there's rain coming out here. I can see if they have it on the national weather. Hold on. I don't know if they go that far up into Canada, but I'll check and see. You're talking about Calgary, Canada, right? Or is it Calgary in a different state? Is it in a state somewhere? Yeah, it's not going to show me Canada. I don't think I can. Let me see. Let me check and see if it goes into continental. Yeah. I can't look up in Canada. It won't let me go there. But this is basically just we're expected to see rain today. Most of the United States has a good chance of rain today. But yeah, Calgary's up in there, so I mean this is extending. It's probably going to get to you in Calgary. You're probably going to see some rain. Right here, this is our tornado threat. This is the main thing I am concerned about. Trying to make sure, you know, we're letting everybody know if there's tornadoes coming their way. Yep. What does tomorrow look like? Oh, wow. We don't have any tornado threat tomorrow as of now, so that's good. This might be the last day of the tornado season, to be honest. Sandra, Livingston, Tennessee. Let's check it out for you. This is right here near Chattanooga right now. I got to pull up your exact location. Livingston, Tennessee. You're just You're northwest of Nashville.
Chasers going down to that supercell. That one could also try to produce the potential for a tornado here. This is what the future radar looks like right now, just kind of for perspective on what it looks like here for the next few hours. So this back over in the southern plains, we got a lot of
Looks like you just got hit by a bunch of rain. Nothing's looking too threatening, though. Looks like you have some more rainstorms coming through Nashville and Livingston, but nothing too crazy today. You're not in the tornado threat, I believe. I believe you're out of the tornado threat. Yeah, you don't have to worry about any tornadoes up in Livingston today. There's no nader juice up there. So you're basically just going to see more rain showers throughout the evening. You need to go keep an eye on these storms over here in Alabama, Mississippi, because this is where the craziness is going to be.
Tomorrow looks like we got multiple supercells out in central Texas. Definitely appears as if we will be live tomorrow as well, in addition to today.
Got some rotation right here in there. Tupelo. We got a little bit of a hook going on here, too, near Tremont. This is right on the border of Mississippi and Alabama. Yeah, pretty much all of Tennessee's good except for the very southern tip. Is the only area we might see some debris tornadoes, but most of that threat's gone at this point because it's already passed through. This whole storm's gone through past Chattanooga. It's into Georgia right now. It's really lost all of its nadir juice. It's basically outside of the threat area. So yeah, Memphis may see something, but right now, looks like just a big blast, a bunch of storms. Big line of storms. I don't think we're going to see anything spin up in Memphis right now. You definitely get tons and tons of rain in Memphis.
This tornado warning goes for another 8 minutes. It is still warned for 5-inch sized hail with a tornado warning. This is, again, our only active tornado warning right now. Just to the north of Abilene. Really far north of Abilene, actually, near Motley, Cottle, Dickens, and King.
Really have any rotation. It looks like we got some good amount of hail, though, right here near Olive Branch. That must be an old report because we don't have any storms over Olive Branch. That must have been from a while back.
I appreciate that, and stay safe. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah. I don't even see any hail in there. Oh, the numbers in green triangle. This is where they're labeling the size of hail, but I think this was an old report. Yeah, like right here near Tupelo, we got 1-inch hail. 1.3-inch hail in Tupelo. It's basically what we're seeing. Like, I'll go back down to Texas real quick where we had our tornado just a little bit ago. You can see a lot of them. Like right here, we have 3.38-inch size hail right here. And we got 2-inch size hail up here north of Guthrie. Well, this is our only tornado warning storm right now. This one out here in Texas, basically just east of Lubbock. Really not a whole lot of craziness going on at the moment, but I mean, we still have a whole bunch of storms. Oh yeah, I know about the El Reno tornado. That was a bad one. That was a really bad one. We've actually had some really bad tornadoes this year. We've been lucky, though. We've been lucky. We've been very lucky this year. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a single tornado warning in Arkansas yet, though, with all these crazy storms down here. I mean, is anybody in Arkansas? I mean, you guys are getting absolutely hammered by thunderstorms right now. Almost the entire state's covered with thunderstorms. It's crazy down here. I mean, they got these severe warnings, but we don't have any tornado warnings down here yet. Getting a pretty tight area of rotation right here, too, near Florence.
Yeah, it's probably about 60-mile-per-hour winds, maybe a little bit higher than that. So definitely very high winds on this storm, or on that storm, sorry, not this one, the other one back out there in Georgia. They have issued a new severe thunderstorm warning for tennis ball-sized hail that includes everywhere basically south of Paducah. They don't actually have a wind threat on this storm, but again, this is still rotating at least to some extent on radar. We still have a broad area of rotation near 83. Don't think we have a super imminent tornado threat, but it is still rotating. Could produce a tornado as approaches Route 83 over the next few minutes, just north of Route 82.
I mean, this storm's trying still. It's trying. So a couple scans back, but yeah, this storm's trying. Looks like we have some pretty tight rotation on the latest scan. I'm surprised we haven't had a single tornado warning down here. We got lots of rotation near Warren and Wilmar, Monticello. And this one's heading towards Florence and Winchester in Arkansas. I don't know if we can get a better look. This is kind of really far from radars. Really don't have any radars close by. This is the closest look we're going to get on these storms. But yeah, this storm looks pretty concerning right here heading towards Winchester. Surprised they haven't tornado warned that yet.
So that's Freddy's view right now of this storm as well. Go to his audio here in a second.
Keep an eye on things, but I think that's how it's looking.
What have we got going on right here near Cornerstone?
So many times on that road, bro. It just kept trying, but it could never like.
You got a lot of rotation in this completely rain-wrapped area up here near Cornerstone.
I do not think they're going to issue a new tornado warning on this, by the way. I don't think it's organized.
This is a large storm too, my goodness.
I was like, okay.
The wind's picking up.
Got a lot of rotations in these storms, my goodness.
Hey, Madison for the $5 super chat. Abilene, Texas tomorrow. It'll probably be during the late afternoon, early evening.
Take a look at this big monster storm here.
Landed at Oklahoma City Airport and all this weather. There's a lot of hailstorms up there right now.
When we got the rotations in here, you can see where the rotation's pretty strong inside the storm.
There are so many storms
Coming down through here.
It's literally insane. I've never seen so many chasers on a storm.
They're not tornado warning anything in Arkansas right now, which I'm surprised. And that's a pretty good sized rotation there. We have two areas of pretty good rotation. Got one right here, and then we got one right here. We just got a new tornado warning somewhere. We got a tornado warning in Georgia. All right, let's head over to Georgia, guys. You can see this rotation or this tornado warning over there. Little Rock. Take the Columbus Air Force Base one, yeah. Okay, so this big line of storms that we had down here, it got rewarned. I'm assuming we just had another brief spin-up tornado down here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's right here. We have a big inflow notch right here. That's where it's warned. I mean, it's a very low-level brief spin-up area.
This is back over in Georgia. Another QLCS tornado threat west of Calhoun.
Yep, it's heading towards Calhoun, Reseca, Reeves.
Moving down to the east-southeast right now. If you're in this warning, seek shelter. Get away from windows again on the
We may see a brief spin-up tornado right in this area here.
and eventually going towards
You can't see these brief spin-ups on the 3D view though, because it's so close to the ground. It's basically just a big blast, of storms coming through. I mean, I could show you what it looks like for the 3D view of these, but you can't see the brief spin-up tornadoes at all.
Donville and just off the north of Dalton. So again, another area of rotation here currently tracking to the east.
So that's basically the front of our storms right here.
Of Chatsworth as well. So again, couple areas of rotation. This one definitely being the most intense one. Still very far to the northwest of Atlanta. This is still really over an hour out from even being close to Atlanta. So
this is a couple scans back, but yeah, you won't be able to see it. It's probably coming down through here.
Rotating though east of Tryon, could drop a tornado at any time here over the next few minutes. Got a couple cameras also coming up in Calhoun, so we'll be keeping an eye on those. So we have 2 tornado warnings as of right now.
Yeah, the rotations are really low. See, the radar's only picking up the rotation from 4,000 to 5,000 feet. It doesn't go that high up in the sky.
That one's also rotating just off to the north of Aspermount, just to the east of Jayton as well.
Taylor County in Texas.
Big hailstorm, by the way.
Let's go check out Taylor County for you.
That one could also produce the potential for a tornado at some point. So I'll have to keep an eye on that.
Taylor County.
Yeah, there was a report of some rapid rotation a few minutes ago, but I don't really believe we had anything here. Still a pretty crazy structure, though. Thank you, Kurt, for the $20 super chat.
Taylor County looks like a drone place. Make a bunch of drones there, huh? All right, so you're southeast of Lubbock, near Abilene.
Thank Irene for also becoming a member. Also, shout out to Jessica with the Venmo donation. I appreciate that. All right, we're back down to one tornado warning, and that one's in Georgia.
Right now, nothing crazy. I mean, we have more storms forming up down here. I mean, you might see some severe weather in Taylor County for sure.
What is that? Can't tell if it's rotating.
Like this storm, let me see exactly where you're at. So Abilene's right here. You're definitely in the threat today. Okay, you're basically in Abilene. Okay. So Taylor County is this area right here. So we might have some more storms convect out here and come towards you, but you're definitely in the threat for tornadic weather today. Let me pull up our so you're in the area right here. You're in the 5% chance for tornadoes. You definitely want to keep your phone nearby in Taylor County. If we have a tornado warning area, I'll be sure to let you know. Right now, it's looking like clear skies there for the time being. But, you know, we have these little blips. You could have a big, giant supercell form up in front of you at any time and come through the area. So you never know with Texas. Texas is crazy. It's looking clear now. But most of the big storms are up north of you, where we've had a tornado spin up a couple times. This one's actually looking much worse again. They might tornado warn this one again. We got pretty strong rotation right here. This is the one near Guthrie. It's like somebody chasing it. Yeah. Look at that. Look at all them storm chasers. That's the one we're looking at right here now, near Guthrie. Rotation's looking pretty broad, but it's still rotating. Looks like this one's completely rain wrapped now if it was to drop another tornado.
Let's go back to live radar. Let me get back over to Georgia. Again, this is our only active tornado warning right now, north of Rome, west of Calhoun. The latest radar scan still showing an area of rotation, which could have a tornado at any time, moving east-southeast towards Calhoun in Georgia. It's currently in rural areas here of Floyd, Walker, and Chattanooga counties, right over Subligna.
It's really broad here. But I mean, it's strong. It's got velocities.
But otherwise, again, this is just a large line of thunderstorms. It's going to continue to produce mainly 60-mile-per-hour damaging winds and the potential.
It's like we got some pretty good rotation in the back end here, too. On the It's kind of have like two areas. We got the hook back here where this is rotating, and then we got a lot of rotation up here in this other hook. So we got rotations in two areas in the storm now. Looks like this is like right on top of Guthrie now. That's a small, tiny little town in Texas. Got a very good view. They're on top of this storm right now. Where you at, Kay? I'm just curious, what area are you in?
There's no fun in that, Tanner. Where's the fun in that? Yeah, the big hail's coming in, so it probably should go south before we get frickin'.
Freddy's voice reminds me of a snow.
So far, it's been a wonderful day. Nothing crazy's happened yet, right? Just some brief spin-ups. I mean, we did have a tornado on the ground out here in Texas, but, you know, it's in the middle of the fields and stuff. There's no houses out here. It's getting close to some more developed areas now, though. We have two areas of rotation on this storm now. And then this one rotation's like right on top of Guthrie now. But luckily, it looks like it's going to pass through Guthrie. But this back end's rotating really good right here still. Oh wow, we're having all kinds of storms convect out here in Texas. Look at this. We have two more big giant storms just came out of nowhere. It's getting crazy. Lots of storms. But yeah, this big giant storm is the one that produced a 4 or 5 inch size hail out here. And it actually dropped a tornado back here near Dickens. We got another storm forming south of it. Man, storms are popping off like crazy in Texas right now. My goodness. Let's go back to Arkansas. But if we have anybody new hopping in, and you're concerned about your area, just type your city and state in chat. But let me show you where the threats are. So if you're in these areas and you're concerned, in the green here, we have a 2% chance for tornadoes, and in the red, we have a 5%. So basically here in North Texas and Southwest Oklahoma is where our biggest threat is. And then basically here in Mississippi and Arkansas, we have another pretty big threat here. I mean, it's possible to see tornadoes in the green area too as well. They'd just be much weaker. These areas in the reds where we have a much more favorable environment of stronger tornadoes in the red area.
Not much of a wind threat, but we could see damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour just to the south there of Oklahoma City. So be ready for 60-mile-per-hour winds and up to half-dollar-sized hail over the next few minutes as this area of thunderstorms continues to be messy here over the next hour or so. We also got another little.
How you doing, Pablo?
South of Tulsa. The good news about this is that the tornado threat.
Oh wow, this thing is really cranking. This is the one in Georgia. I mean, that inflow is really cranking in there. We got a pretty significant rotation here now. This is quite interesting looking. This might turn into a longer lasting tornadic rotation here if this doesn't calm down. This is heading towards Calhoun, Reseca, and Reeves. My goodness, guys. I'm actually surprised how strong this rotation is here in Georgia. Wow. They did a good job warning this because this is looking pretty strong right here. This isn't looking like a brief spin up tornado at this point. This thing looks like it might well, it looks like this thing could probably drop a pretty strong tornado for a while here, the way it's looking.
Showing an area of rotation. It's not tight, but it's broad. Coming up into Calhoun, Georgia over the next 10 minutes or so.
It's still pretty broad up in here. We'd have to check the 3D view of this again here in another 5 minutes or so. But I mean, it has some really strong velocities and really broad rotation. Like this thing is really cranking. Just not something you see in Georgia every day, seeing this big of a strong of a rotation. We got a second area too that's starting to rotate pretty well. We got two areas. Got the inflow here and then in here. These storms are actually hanging in there. I didn't think they'd be rotating this strong in Georgia. Jim, no, not really. I'm just kind of a weather nerd, man. I've really became disabled 8 years ago, and I really got into weather, and I like looking at the storms, the 3D views of them.
Hey, Grayson, for the $20 super chat, what's the forecast look like for Fort Smith? Mainly going to be isolated hail and wind.
We got so much rotation going on here in Arkansas. Nothing's been tornado warned yet. That's a pretty strong rotation down here near Warren. Literally every single one of these storms in Arkansas is rotating, but nothing's really pulled it together. Just got so many scattered storms and
I'm not even kidding. Like again, if we look right now at this is like the spotter network. All right, this is like essentially all.
Let's actually go over to Alabama.
This is like the conga line that we have. These are all chasers right along this highway, and I mean, there's probably more than just these dots. I mean, you can see if you zoom in even further, there are several.
Take a close look at these storms in Alabama.
It is again really crazy. I've never seen as many chasers as what we've seen today on on one single storm.
They're talking about all the storm chasers are all in like the same area today. Every single storm chaser went to Texas.
Nothing happening in Lubbock yet. We have an outflow boundary though going
got a little bit of rotation out here in Alabama. Nothing crazy looking though. Just severe thunderstorms at the moment.
It's concerning, like especially at nighttime. During daytime, it's not as bad, but it's still. I mean, the traffic is pretty crazy. There's a lot of people out there, and if we were to get a large tornado, I mean, it would. It'd be very.
Jim, this program's actually pretty old, but yeah,
Everybody's just kind of in the same general.
this is a fairly older program, but
Definitely one of those things where it's like,
it's just more difficult to use than a normal radar because I have to basically have to connect to every individual radar site.
gets even larger in the future.
But yeah, I'm able to
Issue a tornado warning here in Georgia.
see the 3D views, but it's got to be a storm worthy of looking at, you know. Like I want to see a lot of rotation before I take a look at the 3D view, but there's really nothing too crazy right now. Other down in Texas is looking kind of strong down in Texas.
So we'll give it a couple minutes for potentially a new tornado warning.
And this one has a huge hail core, 3-inch hail here near Rochester, Rock City, and rural Texas.
Driver in your videos to help me plan my trips around the weather. I was going to be looking in North Carolina over the next few.
If you hang out, I can probably give you another really good 3D view of some storm once we see another big rotation take place. Everything looks kind of broad right now. This storm was tornado warned a couple times in the last hour or two. We did have a tornado in this storm.
So right now we got a slew of hailstorms all around Oklahoma City. If we go over to the future radar here for the next few hours,
I'll go back to this one in Georgia.
I mean, we're talking about a bunch of big hailstorms.
Yeah, looks like this one's pretty much losing its rotation in Georgia. Looks a lot less threatening than it did before. We still have pretty good winds, though. We definitely have 50, 60 mile per hour winds coming through this area here in Calhoun, Resaca, Adairsville, Rome, White, Runelog, Fairmont, Ranger, Oakman, Georgia. So definitely going to get hit hard by these storms. Yeah, I'm watching, Jim. Do you have a question?
Same thing back over here. We're going to get a line of storms here in the next few hours that tracks down towards Jackson and also north of Monroe.
Cleveland County, Oklahoma. Absolutely. We haven't looked at Oklahoma in a while. Let's go to Oklahoma.
Should I do a tornado tour?
We even have any warnings in Oklahoma? We do. We have some warnings in Oklahoma. We have a couple severe thunderstorms.
I've got to be honest. I can't believe how much chaser tours go for. I've seen the price.
Let me find out exactly where Cleveland County is.
Crazy how expensive they are. In my opinion, I'm just watching the chasers on my TV.
My radar not changing? Trying to connect to KTLX.
I don't know how long that lasts either. Like I don't know what that entails, but obviously that is a lot of money. It's back over to Nathan Moore, who's also on the Radar Mega app and on YouTube. So the storm looks like back over in Texas.
All right, there we go. I connected to it. Let me find out where Cleveland County is. Anybody's just showing up. This is our threat for tornadoes today. We have a 2% chance in the green and a 5% chance in the red. We just got a new tornado warning. That's going to be in Georgia again.
Yep, it is. Great timing.
No, the AI doesn't make 3D weather models. This is basically, I'm just putting together the scans of the storms in a 3D view. I don't know if AI does any 3D models of the storms yet. I haven't even looked into that, to be honest.
My timing is actually insane on a lot of this stuff. I've got to be honest. It happened on the Kansas tornado emergency the other day, too.
Okay, so you're basically in Oklahoma City. I mean, we have a big lob of storms in Oklahoma. Man, this thing's just turned into like one big massive hurricane looking thing right now. Holy moly. All right. Where to start in Cleveland County, buddy? Oh, man. I mean, these are all rotating. Looks like we have some hooks down here near Tabler and Middleburg. Looks like we got a little bit of rotation back here by Vernon, too.
We actually have velocities kicking back up again, but there could be some level of contamination there. I think storm
We're so close to the radar too. Like I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a 3D view of this so you guys can see. But we're right here's our this is our Oklahoma City radar. But we're so close to the radar that it's gonna cut off most of the storm. But I'll show you guys. I mean, pretty much all these thunderstorms are rotating. But yeah, see how it's chopping the storms in half. Our radar site is right here. So basically, we can't see anything above this right here because it's too close to the radar. But this is what we can see of these storms out here.
Hey, Lori, for the $20 super chat, appreciate that. I hope we never see any melon-sized hail. I mean, we've been not far from it. We've had hailstones as large as like, I think the largest was like 9 or 10 inches.
I don't see any tight concerning velocities in Oklahoma yet, but we definitely have some big, nasty, severe thunderstorms out here in Cleveland County. This one's coming towards you with 4-inch size hail right here. 4.1 inch size hail heading towards Noble. And what is that? Slaughterville. It's going to actually hit Goldsby first. Goldsby and Noble, looks like. Need to slow down the animations a little bit. Hold on a second.
I literally don't see any towns here, so it's almost going towards nowhere.
It's kind of hard to say what these storms are going to do right here on top of Oklahoma. They just kind of been hovering and getting bigger right on top of Oklahoma City lately. But we definitely have some big hail. I mean, everything's kind of rotating, but nothing looks strong and, you know, we don't have any tight rotations, it looks like, yet.
Connor currently on 82, looking to the north as well. Let me go over to Connor here. Connor's also looking at.
But if we get a tornado warning here in Oklahoma, we will jump right on it. Looks like there might possibly be a little rotation here in this one, but I can't really see it. It's so close to the radar. Looks like there might be a little something going on right here. It's actually, well, I can tilt the radar. I'll tilt the radar up and see if we see anything. No, I don't really see anything. Got some big broad rotation in this area near Norman, but nothing to be concerned about yet. And then we got a lot of hail up here by Mustang. Got a new tornado warning.
80-mile-per-hour damaging winds and also the potential for a tornado.
No, the 2%'s not free. Let me go ahead and pull this up. So what this means is a 2% chance within 100 miles that there might be a tornado in your area. So there's 2% chance that within 100 miles of the green area, there will be possibly a tornado in that area. And a 5%, same with that with the red. But generally when it's just in the green, usually the strongest you'll see is like maybe an EF1, EF0, EF1 in the green, maybe EF2. And then in the red, maybe you'll see like EF2, EF3 possible. And it goes up higher. Like when we get into the yellow and the red, that's when we start to see really strong tornadoes. We don't have that threat for today. Like anything 10%, 15% hatch risk is where you start to see really strong tornadoes. But when you got a 5% in Texas, Texas just has ginormous thunderstorms. Like anything can happen at a 5% in Texas. Because same with Oklahoma. These two areas just have really big, strong tornadoes when they happen. Like Oklahoma doesn't even really warn EF1 tornadoes. They just like, whatever, it's a windstorm. They're so used to big, strong tornadoes, they just don't care. Let's go back to Georgia and look at these this tornado warning. So we have two areas of rotation now. We have a pretty good inflow notch right here with some rotation here near Reeves. Oh, wow, look at that. We got some possible tight rotation here. That just might be hail contamination, one or the other.
Coming up on I-75 here over the next few minutes. And then back up near Chatsworth on 76. This would be our little
Let's see if I can see anything. That might just be hail.
So again, seek shelter if you are in this area. Let me go to the map and see if we have any cameras here. We should have a few cameras inside of this area. We already got one bottom right. The wind's been picking up quite a bit. It's gone a little bit.
I think the rotation's back in there. Yeah.
Most of the cameras are just barely outside of the warning. This it's actually
Can't really see it.
Jordan is a little bit further off to the east, and the wind's already picking up. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's a little bit of rotation down in here.
It's already picking up a little bit ahead of this line near I-75.
Got pretty good rotation down here by Calhoun, though. There's two areas. It's rotating right here and then right here. The storm isn't giving up. It's really keeping its motion going. It seems like.
Wind picking up and rain curtains. Cars are starting to really.
How you doing,
going northbound on I-75 because of the wind.
How you doing, Kelly Goodwin? McMinnville, Tennessee. Oh, I've been here. I only stream when there's tornado warnings. I only go live when we have a pretty good sized threat. I normally don't do just like normal thunderstorms and stuff. Like if you ever go to the website to use right here is Pivotal Weather. Right here, I'm going to put the address up here. I'll actually link it in chat. Like if we have a big threat here and we're seeing tornado warnings, that's when I'll go live. That's a good website to use if you want to see their severe weather in your area. McMinnville. I remember you, Kelly. I'm trying to remember exactly where that is. Let me pull it up.
Southeast of Dalton, Georgia. That is currently coming up on Ball Ground and Ramhurst, and then the other one is Broad over Reeves, just south and west of Calhoun. In my opinion, this probably will not.
What's crazy is we had a 10% chance for tornadoes yesterday, and there wasn't a single tornado warning. We actually got away with no bad weather yesterday. Southeast of Nashville.
It literally is a big blob. And honestly, I would say one of the biggest concerns.
You're looking good. There's nothing.
We are probably going to see a lot of
clear skies. I mean, you might see some rain later on.
They're very stationary.
But it's a ways out. But you're not even in the threat today in McMinnville.
So definitely a concern right now if you're around Oklahoma City.
So you're good for the day. You don't have to worry about any tornadic weather in McMinnville, Tennessee today. You're out of the threat area. I mean, you might see some more rain though, but you don't have to really worry about any tornadic activity.
Back over in Texas, we are probably sitting at about 10 or 12 severe warnings right now across all of Texas. Most concerning ones still remain the supercell that is north of 82. More of a hail concern, but there is still rotation east of 83. And then just south.
Is there anything going on in Mississippi yet? It's kind of crazy how they have all these storms, like looking at all of Oklahoma, and we just have this big glob of storms that's formed right on top of Oklahoma City, and they're really not even moving. They're just kind of like, they've been right on top of Oklahoma City the last hour or so. Just they're moving really slow. It's good about Tennessee or Mississippi. Frank, are you worried about someplace in Mississippi or Alabama? I mean, all these storms are rotating in Mississippi. I haven't seen any tornado warnings yet, though. We got a pretty good rotation near Banner. Rotating here, and it's also rotating here south of Randolph. We actually got a little hook on this one. Let's actually do a 3D view of this one, because you got a pretty good looking hook there, and you can see the rotation very well. I'm just surprised we haven't seen a single tornado warning out of Mississippi or Arkansas yet. Oh, this scan's too far out. The hook's really, yeah, I mean, look. You can clearly see where the storm's rotating right here. Like, this thing's trying to produce a tornado. I'm surprised this hasn't been tornado warned yet. So this thing has pretty good rotation throughout the levels of that storm. You see how much more defined the hook is right here. The 3D view is a couple minutes behind. You can see on the 3D view here where the hook's just starting to protrude right here. This thing's advanced even more in the last couple minutes, so you can clearly see where this thing's rotating pretty well. I mean, it's rotating from 40,000 feet all the way down to about 10,000 feet right now. We might get. I haven't seen a single tornado warning out here yet. I mean, you can clearly see the rotation right here. And that's heading towards Algoma, Troy, and this is in Mississippi, heading towards Alabama. Adairsville. Adairsville, in which state, buddy? You need to give me a state, a city and state. Okay, right here too. You see all this purple? This is interference. So something. I don't know if the wind's hitting the radar right now or shaking it a bunch, but we got a lot of interference here where we're not getting proper readings in some of these areas.
So a live shot right now in Calhoun. The wind is picking up quite a bit right now.
North Carolina is good today, Frank. We don't have anything to worry about North Carolina today. Just maybe some rain showers. Got some pretty good rotation down here too near Ackerman.
Another live shot in Gordon.
We'll go back to our tornado warning in Georgia real quick. See if things gotten any worse over there. Oh, right here, Adairsville. Here's the Adairsville you're talking about. Doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Like, worst case scenario, it might feel like a 100-mile-an-hour gust of wind. As long as you're inside the house away from the windows, you should be good in front of this storm. I mean, it's still coming through with some strong winds, but none of these rotations have really stayed consistent or tightened up that well.
Chasers are sticking with this northern storm, and about half of them are going to the southern storm. Just kind of, I guess, for you guys that are wondering.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess they're going to continue on with the tornado warnings. I do think this storm has a chance of producing a tornado at some point here.
It's just too much at the lower levels. We won't be able to see anything on the 3D view on this.
That said, we may get a quick spin-up tornado right over 1835 roadway there, just west of Rule.
This one's looking a little tighter right here. So we got a new tornado warning somewhere. Is this one in Texas?
We got yet again another tornado warning. This one is going to be for those just south of Calhoun.
Nope. They just upgraded this tornado warning, or they renewed it here in Georgia.
If you're in this warning, seek shelter, get away from windows, and get on the lowest floor possible, and get to an interior room of your.
You also have 1.1 size inch hail too near Reyes, and this is heading towards Calhoun too. This is a really populated area, so I mean everybody in Calhoun should have already been in their shelters. I know they probably got their Amber Alerts on their phone for these tornado warnings. But this is actually going towards Adairsville. But worst case scenario, yeah, just make sure you're inside your house, innermost room. If you're in a trailer or an old trailer or a mobile home, you might want to like find a place that's sheltered, like go inside a stronger building, just in case a brief tornado does spin up on top of you. But any kind of tornado this is going to form, it's just going to be a really quick one that's in the lower levels. They're just basically keeping this tornado warning in case it does drop a brief 30-second tornado, because we don't have any strong rotations here. This is all lower level. It's just like a QLCS threat where we might see a brief spin up. And we're actually seeing a lot of rotation too here near Rome. And we got little areas of rotation down here by Rome too. We could just see brief spin ups. You know, we also got a little part of inflows building up right here. We can see a brief spin up there as well.
Your accurate weather forecasting. Thank you for what you do. I appreciate that. Yeah, Fort Smith mostly just isolated hail tonight.
Hey, if you're concerned about an area, Jim, type the city and state in chat.
This is our tornado risk for today.
Anybody's new in here, just hopping in. I'm going to go ahead and show you where our tornado threat is for today. We have a 5% chance here in the red and a 2% in the green. And it's actually surprising that we're getting these tornado warnings out here in Georgia. It's not even in the threat. Let me refresh that, see if they updated it all recently. Yeah. It's not often, but yeah, we actually looks like this needs to reach out a little further, but generally pretty accurate. They get those the pivotal weather stuff comes from the weather balloons where they send them up all over the United States. They send up like 100 of them every day, 3 times a day, and they're basically, you know, checking the humidity and the wind shear and all that stuff, and that's how they find out where we're going to have bad weather. Don't worry, Trump will get his little Sharpie. Oh. But yeah, I think just because Adderville is a populated area, you just don't want to be outside when the storm's coming through. Just don't be outside. Be away from windows. Like I said, if you're an old camper or mobile home, maybe hop into a stronger building. Go to your neighbor's house or go to the, at worst, it's probably going to feel like a 100-mile gust of wind if a tornado does drop briefly in this area. But I mean, we do have a bunch of hail coming. Definitely want to be outside in this hail. Gordon, Georgia.
Inside the tornado warning, it's located right about just barely north of Adairsville. So it's bottom right of your screen. It's right about there. So we're kind of looking into the inflow and also the hook echo. I mean, there is something there on the right.
That camera's right in here.
Might be something there on the right.
Rotation is so broad, but it looks like it's near Reyes. It's really hard to say too because this could be hail contamination right here.
Severe thunderstorm watch has just been issued for northeast New Mexico, the Texas Panhandle, and the Oklahoma Panhandle. That is going to be
But to be safe, yeah, just get inside, away from the windows, and
damaging wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour. That goes until 1 a.m. tonight. Amarillo.
It's like got a bit of rotation picking up here now by Oakman too. We might have a brief spin up over there. Got a little bit of rotation here by Garden Lakes too. Tornado warning in New Mexico, guys. Ian, are you in here? We have a tornado warning in New Mexico. Oh, wow. Oh, my. Yeah, we have a really tight rotation here near Floyd in New Mexico. Yeah, we might have a tornado on the ground right here. This thing is rotating from 5,700 feet all the way up to 28,000 feet. This is a very good opportunity for a 3D view right here. And look at that beautiful looking supercell right there. Yeah. It's not on the ground. It's very close to it.
Hey, Grammy's house for becoming a member. Also, thank you, Rachel, for the super chat. Mainly wind and hail across Arkansas. Low tornado risk for tonight.
This is all the way out in New Mexico. This thing might be on the ground. You can clearly see where the rotation's at. So we may have a tornado on the ground out here in New Mexico. This is near Floyd. Let's actually pull this up because I don't know if this is a really popular area or not. But these guys need to take shelter immediately because this is right on top of Floyd. And this looks like it's on the stronger end of things. Haley, how you doing? I haven't seen you in forever. This is all the way out in New Mexico. Way out here in New Mexico. Getting closer to Texas, but this is like right here on top of Floyd in New Mexico. Let me pull this city up.
lightning right there, I think. I don't think that was a power flash, but there was lightning. This is what it looks like on satellite right now across the Ohio Valley. And you might be wondering why it's cloudy. Well, we've had multiple rounds of storms, and they have literally
All right.
filled the air with high-level.
So there is some houses out here. It's a pretty small town, but looks like this is going right through Floyd, man. I hope these guys got the warning on time. You want to hit the basements if you can in Floyd or get in the strongest building in the area. There's a Floyd Municipal Schools right here. Whoa. Good thing it's Sunday, so the schools are probably nobody at the school. Looks like this is basically just a school with a track and a couple of houses out here. We literally have a tornado forming right on top of Floyd. Pretty sure this thing's on the ground. You can see how tight that rotation is. You just saw the 3D videos. Good. Very likely this thing is on the ground doing damage right now. I mean, you can see the gate-to-gate shear right here. So we're looking at roughly 110 mile an hour rotation right here, right on top of Floyd. Yeah, we haven't seen anything for tomorrow yet. Max Velocity is telling me that we might have a chance for tornadoes tomorrow, but I haven't seen anything on the pivotal weather yet. This is one scary looking storm out here in New Mexico, guys. My goodness, this thing's getting stronger. Classic looking supercell with the hook. Wow, wow, look at Bartow, Georgia. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that rotation is strong. Bartow, Georgia is getting completely smashed right now. Wow, look at the lights. Yeah, oh my goodness. Holy moly, that looks like that was a tornado coming through there. That's in Adairsville. My goodness. The street light or the stoplights are literally vertical right now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, everybody needs to be in shelter for sure in Georgia. Unreal. This is right here in it. Yeah, I think we have a big low to the ground. Like we're probably seeing 100 mile an hour winds right here in Adairsville. I mean, you've seen those lights going completely vertical. I think the whole front of this storm is just rotating on the ground right here. My goodness. Wow. I mean, it's calmed down, but it was absolutely blasting there in Georgia and Bartow just 30 seconds to a minute ago. Oh, it was unreal. That was way more than 70 mile per hour winds. I mean, that was blasting. That was 80, 90, maybe 100.
This is near the interstate, by the way, near I-75, which, again, if the tornado's on the ground, it's going to be in this general...
This is in Bartow, Georgia, right here near Adairsville. I mean, they're getting absolutely slammed right now. It just passed through this area, though.
Nothing confirmed as of right now, but it is still very windy.
That was unreal, those winds. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you guys seen there firsthand, the winds. Is it picking up again? Look at it. Look at that. It is absolutely cranking. This is in Adairsville, Bartow, Georgia, right here. You definitely need to take your shelter if this storm's heading towards you. Adairsville, Pine Log. It's like a little baby hurricane or something, man. This thing, the rotation's really in a large area. It's not a tight rotation, but I mean, it's rotating to the point where we have some very strong winds here. My goodness, it is still cranking out there. Man, Georgia's getting hit hard. Woo! not even picking up the velocities here. It's just showing like 50, 60.
Wind's picking up here too. It's a different camera, I think, slightly further to the east.
Right on I-75. I mean, those winds are just blasting there.
You would think they would go out from how high the winds are.
Doesn't look like the winds are blowing nearly as hard as it was a little bit ago, though. 20.
Tornado confirmed in New Mexico for Curry and Roosevelt counties just to the southwest.
So that tornado is confirmed on the ground in New Mexico. We were just looking at. My goodness, guys. Adairsville and Bartow just got absolutely slammed by that storm. So we've seen firsthand on video what this storm is doing. This thing is absolutely monstrosity right here. You want to get in your safe spot for sure. So right in this area here. Mustang, Oklahoma. Sure thing. Let me go check for you.
Definitely producing 60 to 70 mile per hour winds right now. Tornadoes now confirmed back over in New Mexico to the southwest of Clovis. And this is honestly a very classic looking tornado in New Mexico. That's going towards Bethel right now. So again, Curry and Roosevelt counties are included in a confirmed tornado warning here. This is going to be confirmed by weather spotters. Even though we have a pretty clear tightening on radar, there is a tornado in progress here in New Mexico.
I cannot believe how strong that storm was in Georgia.
Chasers over here for the record, but at least that are live. But no matter what, that is definitely a tornado going towards Bethel.
All right, so you're in Oklahoma City. We still have a whole bunch of crazy storms on top of Oklahoma City. These storms are just kind of like hanging out on top of Oklahoma City. They're not even really moving. It's actually crazy what's going on here in Oklahoma City. These storms have just been sitting on top of Oklahoma City for the last hour and a half now.
Yeah, definitely some strong rotation here. And definitely still have a tornado. Back over in Texas, we have multiple severe thunderstorm warnings.
What's it looking like in Mustang right now, Julio? What do you see in there? Is it really windy, or is it just thunderstorming pretty crazy? You get much hail? I've seen a lot of hail reports, about 1 to 2 inch size hail there. I mean, you're in the tornado threat for today in Mustang, but this whole area, there can't be, I don't think there can be any nader juice left in this area because these storms have been sitting top of this area in Oklahoma City for like an hour and a half now.
I gotta try storm chasing next year. I'll actually probably go out for a chase at some point later.
I know the way he pronounced Adairsville. I don't even know how to say it. Did I say Adairsville, Rug? Oh my. Unreal what just happened in Adairsville. So you kind of see what's going on in Mustang. I don't see any really tight rotations here, but I mean, these storms are rotating, but nothing looks really tight. Nothing looks too threatening. I just got a big bunch of severe thunderstorms on top of Oklahoma right now, Oklahoma City. But if anything happens, if we get a tornado warning pop up, I'll hop right on it. We do have a tornado on the ground though, out here in New Mexico. We have a tornado on the ground out here in New Mexico right now.
And it is still windy over here in near Adairsville.
I think still on the ground, I believe.
As windy as earlier, but it is still windy. And there will be a few cameras coming up.
Pretty strong tornado near Floyd in New Mexico.
Continues to push down to the south and southeast over the next several minutes.
Classic looking supercell with a tornado on the ground right here. You can't deny that. You can see exactly where the tornado is. In Floyd, New Mexico.
The gate-to-gate shear increase looks a little contaminated. Yeah, I think this is pretty contaminated, but it's definitely still on the ground. I have no doubt that this tornado.
Hopefully Floyd got in their safe place.
That would be our tornado right there, just to the west of Bethel, east of Floyd in New Mexico. That Georgia tornado warning will expire in 15 seconds. I don't think they're going to issue a new warning on this one this time. I'd be surprised if they did.
It's looking a lot better in Calhoun now. That's good, Patsy. Did you get hit by those big blasts? I think we had a look. like a big, large rotation drop on the ground there in Calhoun and Adairsville. I'm pretty sure it was like a big EF1, just the size of a mile or two wide that was on the ground there in Georgia. The way I seen those street lights turn completely vertical. They just dropped a tornado warning on it. But look, we still have a lot of rotation over here by Adairsville, however you say it. But I think pretty much this whole area, we had like basically a giant EF1 on the ground there for a while. Just looking at those winds there, and I forget what city it was. It was just north, right up here off I-75, where Max Velocity is looking at a street light. I mean, it was absolutely cranking there. You see how we're, look, I'm going a couple scans back. You can see how this big, large rotation's basically moving through here in Georgia. Yeah, we have no tornado warnings in Georgia now, but I mean, the rotation's still there. Looks like it's really kind of broadening out, though, but it's still rotating a little bit. Got some rotation up here near Fairmont, too. I actually want to see the Julio, I just went to Oklahoma. Did you see it? I mean, you got thunderstorms right here in Oklahoma City. Mustangs right here. It's got lots of big, nasty thunderstorms sitting right on top of you, and it doesn't look like they're going anywhere. We don't have any tornado warnings, though, in Mustang. Just severe thunderstorms at the moment. Severe thunderstorms and hail. Mustang's right smack dab here. Lots of rain and thunderstorms on top of you. The only area it looks like the winds are blowing and starting to rotate down here by Chickasaw, but these storms aren't even moving. They're just sitting here on top of Oklahoma City. They're kind of just festering on top of Oklahoma City, it looks like. I don't know if it looks like this tornado still might be on the ground here. We still have a really tight pocket of rotation here. Most likely the tornado's still on the ground. It's still radar confirmed. It's rotating from 6,000 feet all the way up at 26,000 feet. EF 1.6.
This is the tornado that's happening right now, just southwest of Clovis, New Mexico. And it's a pipe.
That's the tornado New Mexico right now.
This is just moments ago. Literally, I think this is like actively still happening. There's still a couplet on radar. Oops. Can I get this out of here? Thank you. Sorry, I'm trying to like get the other ones too. This is also moments ago as well. Same tornado here, but just another view of it.
Oh wow, yeah.
Actually be roping out, but definitely still a tornado there, just southwest of Clovis.
Crazy. Today's being a little wild, I'd say. I just can't believe that giant storm that came through Georgia had that much strength. That was unreal. I hope everybody is safe in Georgia because that was crazy. I mean, it takes a lot of wind speed to make the lights go vertical.
A tight velocity signature there right over the west side of Bethel. Fairly rural areas here of New Mexico, but
I'm going to try to pull up the power outages, see
there are roadways and whatnot between Floyd and Bethel. Just west of Port Tales and southwest of Clovis.
see what kind of report we're getting in Georgia. In that area.
All right, let's go back over to Texas, where we do have still a severe warning here. This near Haskell and Rule, Connor and
Chattanooga County, there's 1,600 households without power. 840 in Walker County. 750 houses without power in Dade County, and another 880 houses in Whitfield. 393 houses without power in Gordon County. This was last updated at 7:30 p.m. So 5 minutes ago. We have 2,000 houses without power in Gordon now. Yeah, that was definitely a tornado. That was a large scale, weak tornado that went through. That had to have been like an EF1, like a mile wide that went through there. I mean, that thing was just cranking. Calhoun's in Gordon County, I think. Let me take a closer look at that. I mean, I just refreshed it again, and we've seen another 2,000 houses without power in Calhoun. Or Gordon. Yeah, Calhoun's in Gordon County. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a pretty strong... I mean, it wasn't a strong tornado, but it was an extremely large one. It was an extremely large EF1, I think we just had there in Georgia. They didn't upgrade it, though. I mean, it looked really odd on the radar, but we seen at that street cam how strong that thing was. And the rotations are still here. Like, this is heading towards Pine Log and White. If you're in Pine Log and White, you definitely want to take cover. Because this thing had a massive tornado near Adairsville. Adairsville. I'm not sure how you say it. It's not even tornado warned anymore, but you can see it's still rotating. It still has a lot of rotation right here. Got areas of rotation here. Melissa, how you doing? Go to Texas and see if it's storming? Yeah, it's definitely storming in Texas. We have a tornado right now in New Mexico right here. It looks like it might have just wrapped out, though. I think that tornado just picked up. What part of Texas are we looking for? We got all kinds of severe thunderstorms in Texas right now, like 5-inch size hail. We had a tornado in Texas about an hour ago. But it's in the middle of nowhere, near Guthrie. Yeah, we had a tornado out here in Guthrie a little while ago.
Looks like that tornado has now lifted. Very clearly a tornado on radar, though, and also visually.
Got a lot of rotation down here near Old Glory. Got some rotation near Spur and Dickens.
Not really spinning a whole lot. Pretty much just all going due south and southeast. But this is an area that we would be watching for potential for QLCS spin-up tornadoes.
This thing's trying. This thing is trying. This storm looks like it's trying to put together a tornadic rotation.
I do think this line of storms has gotten to the point where it's a little bit more outflow dominant. If we had any rotation, which I don't think we have any, but if we had any, it would be really mainly near White.
Melissa, what area are you looking for in Texas? Type in city, state, or county. Texas is huge. We got severe warnings all over north central Texas and northern area up here near Amarillo.
Back over to Connor coming up on our storm here, southwest of Wichita Falls, producing 2-inch size hail.
Got some more severe thunderstorms down here by Garden City, Big Springs. This is not a website, Vanny. This is a GR2 analyst. It's in the description if you want to check it out. This is a computer program called GR2 analyst. I'll go back to Georgia real quick. Honestly, I'm surprised they dropped this tornado warning here in Georgia because we still have rotation right here. I guess nobody's seen those winds. We got rotation here at Kingston, and we have rotation going towards Pine Log. Let me check the power outages again. That was 100% a large tornado on the ground there in Georgia. I mean, there's so many power outages from that storm.
This is moments ago. Or this is moments ago, but this is about like 45 minutes ago from Ryan Scholl. This is what we're talking about with all the chasers out there. This is an idea of all the storm.
That's all the storm chasers out there in Texas. Oh my goodness.
Minutes ago in Texas. The chaser convergence is unbelievable. I mean, like literally.
My goodness.
Chasers. There's probably about.
This is in the middle of nowhere in Texas, right? It's like in a town with 30 people and there's 500 storm chasers out there. Oh my.
I think Ryan Scholl is actually in the wind right now also. Let me go 3. Let's pull up Scholl. He's currently on the storm, I believe.
That was unreal, guys. I can't believe that just happened in Georgia.
It looks like he's punching into this right now.
Yeah, roughly about 6,000 houses lost power from that tornado we had go through there near Adairsville and Calhoun.
Definitely, again, it's warned for 70. It's definitely producing that.
I really think that should be tornado warned still. It's about to hit White. I mean, it's probably not on the ground anymore, but it still has rotation here.
It's literally endless wind in here.
Melissa, is there certain Melissa Hill? Are you worried about a certain area in Texas? Type the city and state. Adairsville.
Chasing's definitely gotten a lot more popular.
Did I say it right that time? Adairsville. Adairsville.
If I wasn't doing this full time, I'd probably go chasing. But like,
I can't wait. I want to see the drone footage of that tomorrow. Where's this at?
into a hurricane right now.
Ryan Scholl.
Bro is driving into a hurricane.
Where's he at? I think that's in Texas. State Route 380. That Texas or are he in Georgia?
Those trees are really bending. Connor has an incredible view of the structure of this storm right now from the outside.
Pretty sure every single storm chaser's in Texas right now.
Why is this thing so long? Or what? Let me try this again.
How you doing, David Thompson? I'm still fairly concerned about Georgia. They dropped the tornado warnings, but we're continuing to have rotation out here in Georgia. Actually looks like it's starting to broad out finally. It looks like the one going into White's finally starting to. I think everything's starting to fall apart in Georgia finally. I mean, we're still going to have some fairly strong winds, but the rotating areas are not really showing up anymore.
Guess what? Scholl is still driving through the wind. Looks like dust is kicking up to the right there. Looks like Scholl's got a position here. Going back to Connor. Connor has just.
All right, let's go to Texas. Let's actually look out here in Mississippi too. We got a bunch of storms in Mississippi heading into Alabama. Got a lot of rotation near Caledonia here in Mississippi. Got some really strong winds out here north of Montpelier.
Coming up to the crazy structure.
Oh my
They'll have a ton of severe thunderstorms out here in Texas.
I don't know what the
I've
best
seen it.
call
Yeah,
is
I've seen some
here,
videos
but
like that. It is definitely really crazy.
maybe go
Tornado warning in New
east
Mexico has
and
been
south
canceled.
or what?
Reeve Station, is that in Georgia?
Texas-sized.
We'll hear about it tomorrow. It just had a tornado warning, but I mean, based on what we've seen at that the lights there, the street cams.
I don't know what the best call is. Maybe just go straight south. Maybe we just drive into it.
Looks like Ryan Scholl is driving right back into the wind again.
Yeah, Reeve Station's in Calhoun.
And the storm's warned for 70-mile-per-hour winds, basically hurricane force.
I mean, the power outages don't lie. I mean, we had some severe damage happen in Georgia. I wouldn't say severe, but I mean, yeah, we haven't had any more power outages though. Like Bartow County hasn't, a single house hasn't lost power. One house in Cherokee. It looks like it's done causing damage in Georgia.
Where's Ryan Scholl? He's in the middle of the storm.
Mesquite is a pretty good beach.
Driven hail. Is he getting hail? Oh, he's getting hail right now. That is sort of hailstone. I think he's in the middle.
And we don't have any tornado warnings right now, guys.
The
Woohoo!
hail's gotten huge, by the way, just off to the west of Rule. Huge hail core. And Scholl may have lost connection, but he is in a really high area of wind. This is easily 70. I wouldn't even be shocked if it was up to 80-mile-per-hour winds.
Good luck seeing anything, guys.
The-
No power lines on either side. No power lines on either side. Oh my freaking god.
Well, that's good. At least there's no power lines. That's what a Texas hurricane looks like.
Texas hurricane.
There were a couple hailstones back there. He's kind of lucky he's not driving through more right now. The wind-driven hail is a big concern, by the way, for Haskell. The hail could actually fall further east than where the hail core is on radar.
So he's over here near Haskell.
More from the northwest to the southeast.
Actually, I think I could change radars in this.
This is literally a hurricane. Probably 75, 80-mile-per-hour winds.
Freaking hurricane, man.
He said it too. He can't even hear me.
There's a lot of rotation in this storm, though. National Weather has it marked from 4,000 feet all the way up to 35,000. Let's take a look at a 3D view of those. You should probably be careful where he's driving. I think we might have a tornado forming in here, either in this area or right here, or one of the other places. This is looking pretty threatening.
Connor just had a really good lightning strike, and I didn't have him on. I'm sad now. This is Connor looking at the storm from the outside. Way calmer.
Oh my goodness, look at that view.
Crazy, though.
Oh no, he just turned the camera.
Freddie is going right underneath it right now.
The RFD up there. We're coming up to the RFD right now. Oh, Freddie's always ready, man.
Oh man, turn the camera around. Oh my gosh, tree branches all over the roads. This storm is absolutely cranking.
Looks like he is losing connection again. This one looks like on live radar right now.
Oh my goodness, look at this thing.
Just south of Rochester.
This thing's about to drop a tornado, I think. This is getting it's a humongous rotation in here. Holy moly. This thing is powerful. This would be a tornado emergency in the Ohio Valley right here. This thing is a monster. Oh my goodness. You just see how big these this thing's going to be completely rain wrapped too, I think.
Back over in Oklahoma City, we got a slew of storms right now producing hail and wind. Nothing tornadic in the Oklahoma City area. As we've already talked about, the tornado threat is pretty low up here, but the biggest concern is flash flooding in addition to hail and wind.
Yeah, I mean, Oklahoma's been crazy.
Storms across Mississippi, Alabama,
So weird how it's just been like a big pile of storms right on top of Oklahoma, just raining down on them. It's not even moved off Oklahoma City. It's just been camping them.
So overall, we're talking mostly about wind.
This thing's about to drop a strong tornado, guys.
But I think it's a very low tornado risk at this point.
This is about to drop a really strong tornado right here in Texas. It's getting right towards Haskell. This is absolutely insane.
Obviously, if we get a tornado warning or anything that looks concerning, we'll go to it further to the east. But not seeing anything right now that looks like that. It's mostly Texas and Oklahoma.
Max could see the 3D view. I just looked like he'd be like, "Oh my god, this thing's about to drop a tornado. This thing's about to drop." And it's strong too. We got rotations from 42,000 feet all the way up to 53,000 feet logged on the radar.
I really appreciate that, Brent. Thank you for gifting memberships and appreciate.
I mean, it can't get any closer to a tornado than that.
Super chat as well. See, there is some broad left to right motion there. There's really nothing that's organized when it comes to rotation, but it's spinning a little bit. Freddie McKinney's also kind of in the RFD right now, or he's almost in it.
Just has to tighten up a little bit more, and this is going to hit the ground hard.
He's in the inflow notch. If you look at
North Alabama. All right, Jed.
basically next to the storm.
Let me go check out North Alabama for you.
Keep
See.
Freddie.
Oklahoma City, man. What is going on in Oklahoma City? Sure, looks like this thing's starting to rotate more, but these storms are just sitting here. I got to head over to North Alabama.
Storm Runner actually has a really good shot right now of this storm from the outside. Wow. What a structure. They're on 2407 road. All the different perspectives.
Like nothing going on in North Alabama right now.
So different for, like, in
Looks like we have a couple scattered thunderstorms out here, but nothing to be concerned about. I mean, it looks like they're all rotating.
interesting, but it's more close up. And then Freddie's underneath it. So again, it's just all different perspectives. They're all very interesting.
Like we got a little storm heading over Talladega right now.
Hey KJ for the $10 super chat. It's not my birthday. Thank you for the super chat.
This thing's got a little bit of size to it for how little it is. How you doing, Sands? Nothing crazy in Alabama. I mean, everything's rotating, though. Nothing looks like it's about to drop a tornado.
I have contact with the chasers. I talked
These storms are looking a little crazier, the ones that are coming into Alabama over here, though.
for at least some of them.
Let me see if I'm connected to KGWX real quick. I am. We got some big storms heading into Alabama. We got some pretty tight rotation here near Macedonia.
Haven't seen any
Not anymore. It looks like it just broadened out on that last scan.
surprise. I think one just went right in front of Freddie. Oh, Freddie on the camera though. Freddie's 3.
And we got no shortage of storms tonight. There's plenty of storms heading through.
Super chat is not my birthday.
We see all these storms right here, heading right towards Alabama.
Freddie is basically driving through. I think he's driving through gustnados right now.
Gustnados. That thing's about to drop a tornado, I think, in Texas. So much rotation. There's just rotation all over the place today. Let's go back to Texas. Man, this thing is just so big.
In southern Oklahoma.
It's still trying.
Connor just had a crazy lightning strike, but I missed it. This is back over to live radar. Somebody was asking about southern Oklahoma for the tornado risk. I think our greatest tornado threat is going to be in this area for the next several hours. And that goes literally any time from now until about 12. So That's generally going to be the
Yeah.
highest in that
Well,
quarter.
Max thinks our greatest threat for tornadoes is probably going to be in this area today.
It's
For the rest of the evening.
this area of storms organizing into a cluster and then another cluster coming out of the west. And once these both collide, I think the tornado threat will be locally high.
Oh no, I've been seeing lots of rotation though in Alabama, Mississippi, but
That's what I'm thinking.
nothing's produced.
5 severe thunderstorm warnings, very high number right now. We got a line of storms right now moving across a large chunk of Mississippi.
I'm gonna go AFK real quick, guys. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm gonna turn Max up for a little bit. I'll be right back.
Line of storms is continuing also north of Atlanta. It's been falling apart, but the most organized part
Hold down the fort for me.
Canton right now in Georgia. 60-mile-per-hour winds will continue. Very low potential for a tornado if we were to have one. It would be going towards Roswell
right back,
and
guys.
Johns Creek. Back over in southwest Arkansas, just some elevated hail and wind storms. Nothing that severe here when it comes to tornadoes. It's mostly hail and wind. Back over in central Oklahoma, a bunch of wind and hail also happening here in central Oklahoma. A lot of rain, flooding is going to be increasing, and then Texas is really the main corridor of the most significant severe weather, and by far this is the most significant storm right now, coming up on Haskell, Texas, currently producing the threat of ping pong ball sized hail, 70-mile-per-hour winds. No tornado possible label right now, but I definitely would not rule out a potential tornado with this storm. And that is what the storm looks like right now underneath. Really crazy structure. Shout out to Lisa with the $20 Venmo donation. Go get yourself some pancakes. I appreciate that. I might actually do that. So thank you. And also thank you, Chris, for the generous $50 PayPal donation. W's in the chat for Chris. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Funny, for the super chat. Congrats on graduating. How does it feel to be 8'7", asking to be an 5'9"? It's definitely an experience. I got to be honest. It's an experience.
You guys are enjoying the view. Make sure you're smashing that like button, sharing the stream.
And when you think about it, being that tall, it's crazy. I mean, you guys saw the upside ad I did. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. I think it was yesterday. Did the upside ad. Saw how tall I was next to that car. I mean, like, you know, I think there's pretty clear-cut evidence that I'm 8'7". I think it's pretty cut and dry.
Hey, Redman, are you close to Stanford?
Yeah, like if there was a tornado that formed right there, that'd be perfect.
Northwest of Haskell. Oh, yeah.
Great ad. I've been actually, you know, it's funny, when they approached me for that ad, I mean, I've been using the Upside app for like 5 years, so I was like, this is perfect. Like, I've literally been using the app for so long.
We made the Haskell time.
Hey, Beth, for the $10 super chat.
Who's getting obliterated? What show?
Yeah, like, I kind of want to maybe ride this out in Stanford and then, like, call it there. I don't know. Stanford.
Loved your Upside ad? I did too. It was fun. It was fun to film. Does Max have a preferred donation method? PayPal and Venmo are the best ways to donate.
Stanford, yeah.
Link to the ad. It's yesterday's video. So if you go back to my main channel and just go back to yesterday's video, that's the one it was in.
Where those three little dots are.
It's not going southeast. What is everyone talking about? This thing's barely...
Really crazy structure. I don't think this is tornadic by any means right now or any time in the near future, but hey, the structure is pretty crazy. One of the cooler structures. Again, Texas always has cool structures.
I'm doing good. I punched all the way down to 283, and now I'm headed southeast.
You can see how circular, by the way, the storm is. That is our large mesocyclone. It's probably about 8 miles in diameter, if I had to guess. Maybe a little bit larger.
This thing is diving southeast. I don't see any movement at all.
The storm is very stationary. It's moving very slowly southeast.
Moving southeast if you look at radar, but I don't know why. Where are you at?
Okay, I mean, I guess I see a little
Hey, Eric, for the super chat.
with everyone going all
I think
the way
Dallas-Fort Worth tonight will be mainly a wind threat.
north of there.
Let me show you guys the future radar.
Yeah, right. I'm just going.
So what the future radar looks like here for the next several hours. This will be for the next 18 hours or so. So by around 7 to 8 o'clock, we got a large cluster.
Try to reconnect, see if that fixes it. I don't know. It's weird. Hey, Judge, can you hear me talking right now? Say type cooling down again if you're you can hear what I'm saying right now.
Already. What? You guys are unhinged. I mean, like, I literally graduated a few weeks
I
ago.
think
I mean, I was
I don't
excited.
know why my stream's delayed so far, guys.
Like 5 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
Was that? I think it was like early 2020 or early 2021, maybe.
I'm really sorry my stream is so delayed.
5 years ago. Thank you all for the 11-month membership. We see you fidgeting with those cards down now. You guys wouldn't. I've been playing around this deck of cards for about 30 minutes now. It's just a fidget toy right now. Fidgeting around. Thank you, Doug, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate the hydration.
I've never had this issue where my stream delayed before.
Oh man. They also take 5 for the super chat. It's not my birthday.
Maybe it's
Snowing in
maybe all the storms are causing it.
Do I do weddings? Bro, I'm not doing your wedding.
We don't have any bad weather here though.
I've been to one wedding.
Weather's not. I'm in Ohio. The weather's nice here right now.
I think I've been just to one. Actually, kind of interesting. Back over in West Texas right now. This is a live shot near Earth, Texas. We actually have rotation near Sudan, or Sudan.
Near Sudan.
A tornado warning on this. It's northwest of Lubbock. Oh, maybe not. Might be contaminated. Immediately look. No, it's actually no. There's some rotation. It's right near our
Go look at this storm.
Low chance of a tornado near Sudan, Texas.
Oh yeah, we got some rotation up here.
Ball-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and Shoal has a live shot of that storm right now, and just outside of Haskell. What a structure! Cool structure here. Thank you, Kyle, for the $10 super chat. How many
Oh, wow.
tall are you if you're 8'7"? Bro, I don't know. Probably like how tall is a straw? We know, like 6 inches. If a straw is 6 inches, I think that's like 16, 17 straws tall.
Gorgeous structure right now. This is absolutely insane.
Huge shout out to Tracy with the $100 Venmo donation.
You might see a tornado in Sudan.
Thanks for keeping Tahlequah, Oklahoma weatherware. Really appreciate that. I read that message and I thought you said happy.
This storm's rotating really good coming in here through Clovis right now too. This was a storm that produced a tornado in New Mexico. It's almost into Texas now. It's like a really, really heavily farmed area right here.
This is Freddy's view. Can't really tell. I don't think it's a gust tornado, but there's some dust being kicked up here near Haskell.
Thank you, Luis, for the gifted. Welcome in, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry.
Thank you, Cynthia, for the Venmo donation as well. No problem at all. Got to Chris with the super chat. Happy graduation. Thanks. We're only 3 weeks
Alabama's looking calm. Nothing going on over here.
Any updates on the New Mexico tornado? That one is lifted like almost an hour ago now.
Check you guys in somewhere, but then I gotta bail.
It's back over to Ryan Scholl. Ryan Scholl has an unbelievable view of the structure here.
And look at all these severe thunderstorm warnings in Mississippi. My goodness.
Max had a girlfriend? No, I've never had a girlfriend.
Lots of storms in Mississippi for sure.
Not too bad.
Lots of mean thunderstorms coming through Mississippi. Let's move Jackson to Texas. I'm going to stop in at Shreveport.
Yeah, Ryan Scholl's view of this is pretty incredible. Once it gets closer, it'll look even crazier, I think. Stormrunner also has a pretty cool view of this now. We're looking at a little bit.
Check out Dallas.
Am I able to send a picture of this storm? Yeah, you can on Twitter or on Facebook at Max Velocity WX. And as a reminder, if you're not already, make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Max Velocity WX. The links are in the description. You can also join our Discord server. That's linked down below as well. Does Max have any kids? Well, let's put the pieces of the puzzle together. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm not married. Never have dated anybody. So no. Thank you, Robert, for becoming a member.
Max is going to marry Tornado Pagey, I think.
Thank you, JP, for the super chat.
Got a lot of rotation still here in this one in
Main
Texas.
threat for Ada, Oklahoma will be wind and hail tonight. Low tornado risk. They also take 5 for becoming a maximum velocity member. So that adds up to 2 kids. I don't know where you're getting your math from. Any chance you IRL stream your PGA Tour run this year? I don't think I'm going on the PGA. I do not have the golf skills for that. I'm not a bad golfer, but I'm definitely not anywhere near PGA level.
You just gave us a new severe thunderstorm warning on here near Haskell. I'm honestly surprised that thing didn't produce a tornado.
Pretty incredible structure here. Hey, Katie, for becoming a member. Also, shout out to Running with the 5 get to memberships. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Chris, for the super chat. I'm not saying that town because I know what you're doing. You're doing things. I'm not saying that. Not saying that city name again tonight. It's chalked. Hey, Chloe, for the super chat. I don't think there will be any tornadoes in Georgia tonight. Very low chance, Chloe. Let's go with Matt and Rachel. Why are we talking about straws? Because I've been mailed like 500 straws now.
Hey, my stream's up to date now. Woohoo! All right.
Let's go back to
Finally.
Shoal. Thank you, Nancy, for the $50 super chat. Love being part of the Unhinged. You bring it to us and your viewers. This is a very unhinged chat tonight.
We're down to no tornado warnings, but a bunch of scary looking storms.
I have to donate them. I literally got sent like 500 straws. All separately, by the way. I got like glass straws. I got plastic like Mickey Mouse straws. I got 300 or 400 plastic straws in bags.
Super happy with this.
Basically just our threat in Texas now.
It was all separate too. It was not from the same person. It was sent from different people.
Basically, we have 2 radars in Texas. We have 2 storms here. Oh, we got another little one down here in Plains that's starting up.
1'6" on a stream yesterday, bro. What did he say?
Oh, there's a big bolt.
That's it. Freddie is no longer on our streams. He's over. GG's. Thank you, Pony, for becoming a member. Buy straws? Mainly because of our DoorDash orders never having straws. What's the storm height? That's actually a good question. We really have not looked at radar in a while.
Take a look at this one in Sedan.
Though right now is looking at about 53,000 feet tall.
Things just like almost shape shifting.
When it was producing 6-inch sized hail, it was up to around 62,000 feet. Thank you, MT, for the $10 super chat.
It's trying.
Will be chilling tonight.
It's trying right here.
I have more fan mail, but I don't have it on me. I haven't had any chance to actually.
It's rotating in 2 spots, actually. Got here and back here. Not enough to drop a tornado yet, but it's trying.
There's also Storm Chaser IRL also on YouTube. He has a pretty cool view of this structure as well. He's a little bit more underneath it, if you will. Shoal's a little bit further back, but or at least he's just zoomed in. I don't know, one of the two. Definitely low clouds. Again, not really rotating a whole lot on radar right now, but there's some broad rotation just west and southwest of Haskell. I don't think it's tornado imminent, but nonetheless, the structure is really cool. The best days are when you can see really cool structure with storms and not have to deal with tornadoes. Let's hope that continues.
Some of the weirder structure I've seen,
Yeah,
though.
this is no IHOP stack of pancakes supercell structure.
That's crazy.
I guess I should record and see if I
That's a beautiful view.
Link to the BBC interview. I think somebody might have it in the chat.
Such a pretty view of that storm, I tell you what.
Chat. This is Freddie, who's underneath the storm. The wind is pretty strong here. 283. So he's a little bit closer to it.
And that's such a crazy view, seeing that thunder in the background.
$10 super chat. Congratulations on winning the national. What? That's not my birthday, but thank you for the super chat. Huge shout out to Lucy with the PayPal donation and also Roberta with the $50 Venmo donation. W's in the chat for Roberta. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Connor, also for the Venmo donation. What's my favorite sports teams? Boston Red Sox, Boston Celtics, New England Patriots. Those are the main ones. This is live, Vince Walty.
Krabby, we're basically,
In front of a huge plume of dust here.
we're near Lubbock, all around Lubbock, near Big Springs. There's a couple, basically here's Texas, and this is where all the storms are. Basically, our tornado threat's going to be inside that blue circle for the rest of the evening.
Dust crossing the road here. This is all from our 70-mile-per-hour downburst winds.
We have penetrated the dust storm.
Thank you, Bone Fairy, for the 20 gifted memberships.
Nothing too crazy going on right now. We don't have any tornado warnings.
Look like that little tiny cloud of dust, from a half mile back is this thick.
We had a tornado in New Mexico not too long ago, this storm.
You do got to be careful because sometimes you see people driving around in these dust storms that don't turn their headlights on because they don't think to. Maybe
Well, this one might be dropping a tornado in Sudan right now.
Yeah, a lot of dust kicking out. That's all from our downburst winds. You can also see it from Freddy's POV. That's when wind is coming.
Got really tight rotation right here in Amherst.
That's why all this dust is kicking up, especially with how dry it's been in this part of Texas too.
I think that might be dropping down on the ground.
Do I need to make an account for this that much at all?
So basically what happens is that you get this really strong area of downburst winds, and then once it hits the ground, it flattens out. That's exactly what we're seeing right now. We go back over to Shoal.
Who's on the Sudan storm?
So that's
It's insane.
crazy structure.
This is just incredible.
Thank you, Abby, for the $5
We're
super
pretty
chat.
much stuck right where we're at. Relative to
Sudan storm looks like it's
Billy for the super chat.
dropping in the ground. Amherst?
What?
Guess I should keep recording.
Connor also has some pretty cool structure. He's also on YouTube. All looking basically at the same story down here, Haskell. Thank you, Candy, for
Not anymore. That last scan looked like it was about to drop on the ground. TBS. What's that mean?
cool CG. Vince is still driving through like a bunch of dust around it.
There's some super insane lightning right now back there.
That's such a neat looking view, though. Tell you what.
Thank you, Evelyn, for the Venmo donation as well. Congrats on baby velocity. Can we stop? Guys, I don't have kids. I'm not even dating anybody. All right, let's. I graduated a long time ago.
Clip that! Someone clip that! Was the most.
That lightning strike was awesome.
Someone clip that! Oh my god! Please say the stream got that. Please say the stream got that.
I guess she'll have
Oh my gosh!
It's a cool lightning strike there on the right.
Please, someone get that.
I don't know if any of the people in reports are watching, but can somebody screenshot that?
No, I don't. We don't have any tornadoes on the ground.
Actually, was really. Crazy.
We had some tornadoes, but right now everything's rotating, but just not really. They're not pulling together well enough. I just took a 3D view of this one here not too long ago. We can do it again.
Hey, Cassie, for the super chat.
I mean, they're trying.
I think eastern Mississippi is mostly wind. I would say the tornado risk is pretty low.
And the rotation's pretty broad, but it would be down in here.
Out there in Mississippi. Should be a lot of wind.
We got a tornado in New Mexico about 30 minutes ago.
By the way, this is underneath
On this storm right here.
of a different view from
Looks like it's falling apart.
well, they were looking at it a second ago.
This hook was producing a tornado in Mexico like New Mexico like an hour ago, 30 minutes to an hour ago.
While that's happening, this is what Tornado Pagey's looking at right
That
now.
rotation just fell apart in that thing.
Storm.
Connect back to Lubbock real quick. Tornado Pagey's in a storm.
Punching it. Punching the hail and wind. We'll keep an eye on them. Hey, 42 for the super chat. Shit, super chat.
Rotation's just still broad.
Hey, Alejandro also for the super chat. No problem at all.
All these bulls are just so insane on stream right now.
We are still sitting
I've just never heard anybody call it TBS before.
This is incredible.
26 severe thunderstorm warnings.
I'm not a meteorologist, but I've been spotting
Hail and wind
tornadoes for several years.
Going across Mississippi and Alabama, but generally speaking,
Kind of a weather enthusiast, just trying to help people out, you know?
Southeast. The structure's just insane. They're literally, it's just absolutely bonkers.
Just a nerdy guy that's obsessed with weather and
Lose connection? Nope, nope, he's back.
also have weather anxiety. Yeah, a little storm forming up right here near Morton, it looks like. Lots of convection in Texas today.
Just keep going, Storm. I'm not telling you to stop.
Lots and lots of storms.
Tornado Pagey is literally driving through hail and rain right now on this storm. They're punching it. They're legit just punching it right now. They have punched right into this storm.
Oh, it's really hard to predict weather in Florida.
Also on YouTube, they are core punching the storm out here.
I've lived in Orlando for 20 years. My dad and my brother and sister's down there. My dad's 68. He was born in Florida, Orlando. He always talks about how the meteorologists are never right in Florida because it's like 30 minutes it's raining, the next 30 minutes it's sunny, and it's just like crazy because weather's just so random in Florida. You predict weather a lot better in other places than in Florida. I think a lot of it has to do with it being a peninsula. You know, you got like ocean on both sides of Florida, so the weather balloons may say one thing, but anything can happen, you know.
What they like to do.
Yeah, my dad said the same thing his whole life. He's like, weathermen are never right in Florida.
Right now, also has a gnarly view of this storm. He's pretty much underneath it.
Shelf here, guys.
Yeah.
The cloud again. Biggest concern right now is 70 mile per
I've
hour.
lived in Orlando for like 20 years and in Ohio for 23 years. My dad, brother, and sister all live in Orlando still.
Charlie, the mezzo is kind of strengthening back behind us here, though.
I'm up in Ohio.
Back over to Shoal.
I may move down there again someday.
Looks like Tornado Pagey's still punching through this storm. Might have no signal now, but they did a second ago. I think Storm Runner's actually punching it now. Yeah, Storm Runner's just punching into this.
Bigger threat. Wow, look at that view.
Look at the wind.
Man, that looks scary. Ooh,
Crazy lightning.
that is unreal. That is one crazy view right there. You can just see that grass blowing. It's so dark and whew. This looks like a horror movie starting right here. My goodness. What a view.
What? What I just hear? You're back to Shoal.
Yep, photo.
You know, they had a bunch of tornadoes in Florida from that hurricane last winter. I saw an EF4 like in Palm Beach or something. It was insane. How many strong tornadoes that last hurricane brought through Florida.
Hook here over the last few minutes. I don't think it's really rotating.
I've never seen that big of tornadoes in Florida before. I've never really watched hurricanes either. Like I've only watched like tornadic weather, and Ryan Hall actually he set up cameras. He set up cameras all along, like they put up GoPros around all the coasts down there in Florida. Like they would tie them to the palm trees, and they would watch the storm surge come in and everything. And I just kind of followed that hurricane really well. And man, I just couldn't believe the amount of tornadoes that hurricane brought in. I'm gonna get it another 10, 15 minutes, or another 5, 10 minutes, and we don't get in tornadoes. I'm gonna pass you guys along to Max Velocity. Man, that storm! My goodness, look at that thing.
What do you guys think of this storm?
If I seen that in Ohio, I'd be scared to death.
She's a gorgeous storm.
It is absolutely beautiful.
It's nice to just enjoy a nice, good structure show like this instead of.
Beautiful.
Freddie to comment about my height. He said I was apparently
Nice.
4'7"
Enjoy a nice, good
yesterday. I'm very
structure show.
disappointed.
4'7".
Again. Look at that gustnado. I wonder if we could intercept
I feel like we're in a vlog right now.
Kind of want to intercept them. If we do that, then we're going to lose the structure. So.
Is this a vlog?
I try to only stream when we have tornado warnings. So normally I shut down the stream, but I'm gonna leave it going a little bit longer. But if things start getting bad again, I'll turn the stream back on. But I'm gonna hang out a little bit longer. I mean, because I'm basically just watching somebody else's stream right now. You've had close calls with tornadoes, drove through a town destroyed by them, seen 2 wall clouds, yet I have never seen an actual tornado. I don't think I've ever seen one in real life either. I've been really close. I mean, I've seen thousands of them on TV, like in a stream, right? Like I've seen so many tornadoes, but in person, no. We got a pretty good rotation here down here in Amherst.
The wind's starting to pick up now. We got the inflow coming into the storm from where he's at.
That is just so beautiful. I could just sit out there on a couch and drink beers and stare at that storm all day long.
Again, this near Haskell, Texas.
Just put a couch in the back of one of those trucks and let me sit on it and just chill and watch the storms.
Oh my god. Dude.
That is just unreal, that view. We're getting such good views of these storms today. I mean, this one is rotating really well still.
These lightning strikes are pretty close.
Yeah, the lightning strikes are really close. I don't know if I can't really get a 3D view of it right now, I don't think, because of all this purple radar interference. I can try. I'll try to get one.
What's happening here? Is it rotating?
We about to drop a tornado there? Is this Amherst one?
Yeah, you see that pulling in?
Might be a tornado dropping.
Don't skip on that area too. That
Tornado Pagey is tearing it up this year. I didn't even know who Tornado Pagey was till this year. And she's just everywhere.
Oh, this is too.
It's about to drop. I think it's...
Crap. Are you freaking serious? I got that one.
Right now, north. It's just out
Look how close that cloud is to the ground. It's literally 50 feet off the ground. Unreal. It's dropping a tornado right there. It is. It's dropping one, maybe. Oh, yeah. Look at it. You can see it. It's trying. It's trying. It's trying. Oh, my God.
Freaking serious right now!
We just had a tornado.
Oh my god.
I don't know where the other one is, but apparently there might be two.
Lord.
Wow. Man, Pagey's an animal.
Lightning, it's absolutely crazy.
It's so unreal. I cannot believe, like, I had no idea who Pagey was till this year, and she's just everywhere.
The wind is crazy. Rapidly rotating right there in the middle right.
This is where she's at. That's where it's trying to drop down, right here.
I know. That is about to
She's
knock
right
down
there. It's trying to drop. Let me turn down the velocity, see if we see it reaching down further.
Oh, the other one's right
Yeah.
there, I think, right
Oh.
there on the right. I think there might have been just twin tornadoes a second ago.
Yeah, that's where she is, right here. Look, yeah, you said twin tornadoes. Look, you can see two of them right there. That's where she is.
This is crazy.
I mean, they're not strong, right? But there's two areas where they're touching down.
At least two tornadoes there for a second.
That's crazy. You can see it on the 3D view, too, of where she's at.
This storm's insane.
Oh boy.
Wow, look at all that dust and stuff. This thing might drop a pretty big tornado here.
That one's down. That one's down.
You guys can see where the two tornadoes are we were just looking at.
Is there one down on the left again?
Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful.
Okay.
Oh, the cloud is literally on top of them. Are they inside of a tornado right now?
Whoa. That is a huge RFD surge. And there might have even been a gust tornado or a tornado that just went right over their car.
Oh, that was so awesome.
This is crazy.
This is the most epic footage ever.
Velocities have increased near plain view, for the record.
Go back, chase it, drive through the fields. Unreal. This is in Texas, right here. Right by Amherst and Sedan.
There might still be a tornado.
Let me move this over for a second. Let's bring this one down here so we can see the storm run.
It's rotating literally everywhere. I mean, we got a huge hook echo, and the rotation north of Stamford is very strong.
These guys are right here.
Hail now.
Literally, the tornado.
Apparently a tornado.
There was two tornadoes for a brief moment.
This is crazy. Friday,
I think she's driving up the road this way, though. I think she's going up that way now.
tornado dropping right there.
Or maybe,
There's no tornado warning here.
maybe she's going down here to come back up here.
Look at the dust there. That might be right there. Yeah, that's a tornado.
got a
That's it.
Looks like we have another tornado in progress.
Yeah, tornado here. Getting heavily rain wrapped.
It's over near 277.
Yeah, it's rain wrapped. It's inside here. The tornado's in here now. It's right up here now.
And Tornado Pagey's now getting pounded by hail, but there it looks like we have a tornado in progress near Plainview.
Where the heck is Pagey?
Guys, if someone's
If she's getting hit by hail, maybe she's right here.
not tornado warned. Multiple tornadoes on the ground. There's stuff everywhere.
Debris on the road too. Storm Chaser IRL.
We got a tornado warning.
He has a huge
Radar indicated tornado.
Again, this storm's just insane. New tornado warning again. This is in Texas for Haskell County and Jones counties. It's just
Look
south
at
of
these
Haskell
hail
mainly.
cores.
So if you're in Stamford, Texas, seek shelter, get away from windows, and get on the lowest floor possible. I think that is a tornado right there. Is that a tornado? Right there in the middle left, it looks like that might be the tornado too.
I still haven't had the tornado warning come in. Here it is. Okay. Oh, this is way down here.
There are so many areas of circulation right now with this storm.
So we got a tornado warning down here.
Velocities have really intensified over the last several minutes.
So I guess some of the chasers stood up in Texas, and we got people all over the place now. Oh my goodness, though.
Can't tell what. I can't.
The Pagey's up north near
To the left. Hail's coming down. They're in the
Sedan.
like 5 minutes. They're just so sporadic.
Oh, wow. These velocities are insane on this one. Oh, my goodness. This is a strong one, guys. This drops. This is going to be a strong one.
Refresh him.
This has over EF2 velocities on this thing right now, what it's reading.
This thing might be down. Let me try to go over to Freddy's in the RFD right now.
We got a bunch of interference, so I can't get a 3D view of it. It's going to cut out the storm, but I'll get a 3D view of this one here in a minute. I want to go back up to the storm that Pagey's on. Yeah, I mean, you can see the hook, but you see this purple right here? All this purple, that's radar interference.
I think Connor's internet went out. That's what
So it's having some, the radar's getting blown by wind or getting shucking or something. Hail's hitting it. There's nothing down there. I guess there is a little bit of rain on top of the radar, but
Yeah, there was shame, by the way. There were people under the overpass. I know. I saw that. I was going to say something, but
I can't believe Tornado Pagey. She's an animal. I had no idea who she was till this year, and she's just everywhere. She got famous fast. She's a really good chaser. Like, she's always on the storms.
he's inside the radar.
Like, I swear, like, every day we have bad weather, Pagey's right on top of the storms.
To this storm. And on top of
I don't know
that, it
who's
is rotating
telling her where to go, or she's looking at the radar herself, but she's on top of it.
So,
Every single day, she's on top of it.
definitely still I mean, this thing is definitely still trying to. It might be still producing a tornado, and it could be large. This.
I mean, I got to get back up to the one that Pagey's on.
Look at how fast this thing is all pumping in. I'm gonna go full screen to Connor here. I think he still has audio. You see the inflow pumping in from right to left. This thing could be about to drop a big tornado. There is a debris signature in the middle of this thing too. And Connor's in the hook.
Anyone else's like bell box just completely broken?
Look at the velocities. This thing's about to plant a big tornado, it looks like. Velocities have rapidly intensified.
Got a tight rotation here. A lot of interference in this radar, too.
My computer just freeze? What just happened? Can I try to do... Can I still click stuff? Okay, my mouse... Oh, my mouse died. That's what happened. Bro, why is this mouse keep dying? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I gotta plug in...
Max blew up his stream. Oh, no.
Alright. Let me go to... I'm gonna stay here for... On Freddy for a second.
Yeah, this is a really strong rotation right here.
On the grounds over in Plainview, Texas.
I might be able to get a good 3D view of this now. Well, I gotta wait a little longer. There's a little bit more radar interference there, but
Look at the RFD.
wow, look at the end rod on this. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be a violent one, I think, if it hits down.
Let me go back to Connor.
This is a very powerful rotation right here.
Tornado there in the middle. I think that is a tornado.
There's a freaking rain wrap Ooh,
Looks like I think that's a huge tornado in the middle.
Yeah, I think it might be on the ground. Oh my god, yes. This thing, pretty sure we got a large tornado on the ground in here.
Looks like a tornado to me. The velocities have really ramped up.
Yeah, the velocities are really high.
Oh, is it down there?
I think that's it right there.
I mean, clearly see where the strong velocities are. That's clearly a like large tornado right here. I mean, these really high velocities too. Like, I'm gonna turn them down. Like how large this thing is. I mean, this is a large tornado on the ground, I think.
Another big CG. It would be on the left side. That'd be the left edge, or the right edge, excuse me, of the tornado from this person.
This might be a debris signature here. This could all be debris. All that dust you're seeing and stuff there. I'm pretty sure that it's good, very good chance. Like, okay, let's go back to the NROT. When you see red on the NROT, whenever you see red on the NROT, there's 95% chance it's on the ground. Last scan, look, we had red on the NROT. So I'm pretty sure that was on the ground last scan. And, I mean, not always, but I'd say like 90-95% of the time if you see red on the NROT, there's a tornado on the ground.
Look at another dust
See if we can get a big view of this thing.
I still think that is a tornado on the left.
Yeah, it's probably a tornado. It might have just lifted for a moment, but it's getting kind of sloppy. We still have kind of an S shape here. It's probably on the ground still. And it's not a weak one. This is a strong tornado. These velocities are very, very strong.
Frank McKinney's driving back into the RFD surge again. He's punched.
Look at these latest velocities right here.
North on 277.
Big RFD here. We're going to activate our escape route. Coming right at us.
This is just crazy.
Take the south. It's buried in the rain. Yeah, this RFD is pretty wild.
We have two areas of rotation too, here and here.
Not really worth it. I'm going to flip here, though.
Okay, so I think he might actually be going down south. I haven't seen his location thing update, but he might be.
Is this thing going south?
Hard to tell. I really don't know which direction he's going. I thought he was going north.
Look at this storm. What is going on with the wind stream here?
No, he's going south.
What in the world? This thing is going south.
He could have punched up towards it, but he did not.
I need to pull up the wind stream. I want to see what's going on here because this is nuts.
If we have a tornado once again, it'll be on the north side of Stamford right now.
So the storms back there are going north. The storms out here are going south. This is absolutely nuts right here.
So again, if you are in this tornado warning, you need to be in your safe place away from.
Let me pull up Wonder map real quick. I want to see what's going on out here.
This has already produced multiple tornadoes over the last few minutes and is still continuing. It looks like to produce maybe another tornado. Velocities are the strongest right now near 277.
Yeah, this is a very strong rotation. I mean, our triangle's red.
I think we may have had one. I'm not sure if it is still on the ground, but
This is up to EF3 strength in some parts of the storm.
it looks like now it is definitely
Like it's not a weak one.
probably occluding over 277, but this
I gotta pull up Wonder map real quick.
looked just like a crazy structure storm for like 20 minutes, like probably about an hour, and now all of a sudden it's back to being like this really crazy tornadic storm for about 15 minutes, and it might be going back to structure again. It's hard to tell, but man, this storm has just been unbelievable. It's been one of the crazier storms that we've covered when it just comes to its deviant motion and everything. There were multiple reports of 2 brief touchdowns west of Stamford, which is where Tornado Pagey was just a few minutes ago. But again, you can see some of the chaser dots here on Omega. We got 4 or 3 right now.
How's this? Okay, look right here. Look at the wind stream by Abilene.
This tornado would be. I'm going to see if Connor still has a view of anything. The lightning has been absolutely insane on this storm too. Connor might have low signal, but he's still looking at this. That in the middle there. Looks low again.
This is a crazy looking wind stream right now.
That looks like a downburst.
Everything's like converging in right here.
A bunch of downburst wind coming out of this storm. He's in low signal, but look at that. Look at that effect there. I know it's laggy, but you can see all the wind just coming down from the storm. That's actually cool.
Where is this at exactly?
One more time.
So where's Abilene and Sweetwater?
Yeah, you see the downburst just coming down from the storm. That's pretty crazy. So that's not a tornado, but that's just high winds coming right down from the storm. This is back over to Freddie.
I know.
He's in the hook echo right
I
now.
know. I want her to show. She doesn't come out. Yeah, there was a tornado just northwest.
That's the storm right here. This is the tornado right here.
There's something there. Yeah, exactly. For the stats. Yeah, I wasn't
So you can see the dry line and the wet line converging right here, and that's what's basically ramping this thing up right now. It's so crazy that this storm's moving south though.
We were trying to refresh Connor.
Yeah, I see that.
We just got a new SBC outlook for tonight. We'll go over that in a few minutes once it's fully out.
Oh, we got an updated SPC outlook. Let's pull that up.
It is unknown whether there is still a tornado in progress, but I don't think there is. If there is one, it's going to be on the north side of Stamford, Texas right now.
All right, so they basically dropped the 5% chance out to the east.
This is only the second supercell.
So they downgraded our tornado threat for the day.
me go back to.
Let me see what tomorrow looks like.
Storm looks like right now. It is still a discrete supercell. It's pushing down to the southeast. That inflow's been choked off. There's another inflow here near 277 that might try to do something. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. Winds are still very strong. Big RFD.
We have no chance for tornadoes tomorrow, though.
There's also still rotation embedded and rain wrapped in our supercell here near 277. This is where Connor's at, so he's still looking in the direction of where we may have a tornado, but looks like more than anything he's been seeing a lot of downburst winds here over the last few minutes. We still have multiple other severe storms, but by far this is the most concerning one right now near 277. Stay in your safe place if you're in this tornado warning. This is back over to Connor, who is still looking into the storm here, and then in a moment we should have. Oh, Tornado Pagey might have something.
Texas has the weirdest storms, I swear.
Is that just Scud?
It's unreal what happens in Texas.
Yeah, I think that's Scud.
Yeah, they think it is too.
The more I stare at it.
Hey, RK, Aaron, and Stacy for becoming members.
It was the ugliest storm that did it. Or not storm, but like.
It was like shredded.
Expected a tornado today.
It's
We were waiting all
shredded.
day for the first one.
We were waiting yesterday. We were waiting today.
It's back to Connor. I think that might be Scud in the middle, but can't fully tell. He's again just on the north side of the Hook Echo. My goodness. This is the structure of our storm right now. This is from the outside. See how curved it is?
Wind stream's just crazy in Texas, man. It's moving that dry line.
We had a tornado be fully rain wrapped back in there somewhere, but wow. Very curved. Large mesocyclone here near Stanford, Texas.
That up here's where we had that tornado in New Mexico.
Back over to Connor. I don't know if that sign there on the right was blown down from the wind or if it's just been like that, but there is a sign that's blown down there on the right. Connor's about to get intercepted by the hail core with this thing too. Ping pong ball sized hail coming in a few minutes. He's been in the same spot, which is where the hail core's coming.
For those of you watching me on Omega, my home OBS is just absolutely fried.
Yeah, by the way, if you guys were watching Connor on YouTube, his stream went down. He is still on Omega.
My goodness. Look at this monstrous rotation. I mean, this thing ain't giving up yet.
Wow,
That is a big boy. Absolutely big boy.
Hating on it.
back over.
Charlie was hating on it.
It's back over to Freddie.
Said it was cooked, and then I think it took it personally. It's like, all right, tornado.
That was a minute and a half ago, so.
Storm just took that personally, bro.
Anytime you guys are missing tornadoes from now on, I'm just gonna hate on the storm and it'll do it.
That's always a good strat.
Ryan Scholl's been the king of structure so far today. This is another shot of the structure. This is back over just to the east of Stanford.
Take a turn. I think this road takes a turn back left here.
You cover Abilene's threat? Well, if there's a storm that hits Abilene tonight, it would probably be this one.
I gotta plug you guys in so you guys don't die. And I gotta plug in my main phone because it's 5%.
This is Storm Runner. I don't know what that is right there on the left.
Another rotating lowering. We're in the little.
Got a little appendage right there. Looks like a boot's trying to jump down to the ground out of the cloud.
It could have been just a brief little thing, but just that combined with the insane RFD surge damn near pushed me off the road again. Like I was just like, well. Now I got a random rotating lowering like right in front of me.
Yeah, there's something right there in the middle of the screen. I was curious if that was rotating. Sounds like it is.
Great to see over 1,000 of you guys in here again. We finally got back up. Let's go.
Definitely go check out Storm Runner Media, by the way. They are on YouTube. There's a link to their stream in the comments, or in the description, I mean. Their viewership has been low today.
I
them up on another monitor or something.
That looked very.
They've had some really good structure here today too.
Don't forget to eat. I'll eat tonight. It's okay. Well, at least we can walk away knowing that we saw tornadoes today. By my count,
This is like a new hook that is formed where they are at right now, so this might be another area to keep an eye on.
except for
Just southeast of Stamford.
So that is not. That's what I was worried about. I was like, we barely kind of shot out on the east side of it before it kind of meandered down onto that road, and they weren't moving, and I'm like, uh-oh. But maybe that was intentional. I don't know. I don't know what to believe because this thing looks like right where we are. It's this little leg that's kicking out.
Back over to Tornado Pagey.
I guess it could be a land spout. I can't
There could be
tell.
something right there, too, in the middle.
It's weak, whatever it is.
Might be a
Oh,
gustinado.
it's definitely a gustinado. I see the rain curtains pushing out.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Like another gustinado. Storms produced so many gustinados today, too. Gustinados are usually harmless.
Gustinado.
Yeah, I wonder what it looked like from the outside because everyone and their mom was watching it.
Trying to get low, but
Gustinado storm in Stamford.
Once again, if you're just tuning in, this is a tornado warning
Heading
from
south.
Stamford, Texas. We've had multiple tornadoes with the storm over the last few minutes. This is back over to Vince. This is the structure from outside of the storm. Just looks unbelievable.
Oh, that is a beautiful view.
Literally looks insane. I'm gonna go to actually Ryan.
No, I was looking at it.
Structures
Looks like a mothership.
Hey Tucker for the $10 super chat.
You should be fine for at least a little bit.
How you doing, Elvin?
Super concerned to stay weather aware, Tucker.
Kind of monitor where these storms are going.
How you doing today, Elvin?
Goes on. But again, just kind of watch just to make sure.
Huge mesocyclone again. That entire thing is basically spinning. And though the rotation on radar has not looked as impressive, if we had a tornado, it'd be probably buried back in the rain somewhere. Either that, or we have this new hook echo where another tornado might try to drop.
I beg to differ. The rotation still looks like it's there. This thing is definitely still rotating. Definitely still rotating very well.
Sit back in my car so I don't get struck by lightning. I will look at that later, Joe. Thank you.
It's also Vince's shot of that storm. Crazy.
No, hey, I live in Ohio, in Cincinnati. No, we're down in Texas, buddy. Charles Destro.
They've updated the tornado warning.
We are way down here in Texas,
Radar indicated. So this is still a radar indicated tornado warning
near Abilene, close to Abilene, Texas.
Confirmed tornadoes. They were
I will pull up the big radar though. We can take a look around the United States real quick.
Sure. It looked like a larger tornado to me, at least seeing that right edge, but we will probably not know at least until we either see damage or something along those lines.
Ohio has clear skies. Looks like we got a bunch of rain over here in West Virginia. This storm kind of fell apart, man. We had a pretty big, large EF1 tornado in Georgia today near Calhoun. And then we actually have a big, nasty line of severe thunderstorms basically coming through Mississippi and Alabama right here. A lot of these were kind of tornadic, but the threats lessened a lot for the day. So basically most of our tornado threats down here in Texas right here.
It's crazy, and this thing could definitely produce another tornado at any time.
Just keeps going, man. So many chasers now on this road running around.
Call for becoming a member. Welcome to the Velocities. We have a hook.
I'm glad there's no tornado activity in Ohio today.
I don't know why they want
Less stress for me.
Huge mesocyclone, though.
Beautiful storm. Why not stop not producing a tornado right now? I would be sitting back and just like.
I think that wind stream it moved too far south into the wind stream.
Joel is all about not going for tornadoes and hail today. Instead, he's just sitting back. He doesn't want to risk his windshield.
A different style chaser.
Bro does not want to get his windshield.
Look, you can actually see the inflow right here, where the wind stream is. See this big notch right here?
In north central Texas near Wichita Falls.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a new rotation form up in the storm there.
Until 3 a.m. tonight. That's for 70-mile-per-hour winds and
Like, I think we might see some rotations start to happen up in here.
definitely stay weather aware.
The way this is looking.
If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Again, we do live streams like this all the time. Thank you, Kelvin, for becoming a member.
This storm was just like basically pushed out of the way. It's still rotating pretty good right here though.
Huge supercell. This one's already produced a lot of wind, hail, and crazy structure. And yeah, it might try to do something else here soon. Might try to produce another tornado. So at the moment, the structure's crazy.
Again, the structure is still. Oh my god! Come on, connect, please.
Thank you, Vex, for the super chat. Central Texas will probably be a lot of hail and wind, and also a tornado threat. I think tomorrow could go enhanced. I think we're going to be live again tomorrow, too. More confident about tomorrow's tornado risk than today. Hey, Jace for the super chat.
Definitely not.
Amarillo isolated hail tonight, isolated wind.
I haven't looked at that storm up north. Let me go back up to Lubbock.
Venmo donation, I appreciate that.
We had a pretty good rotation going on up here, yeah. A little bit. I mean, this thing's still got a hook right here. Rotation's really broad now, though. 81 mile per hour wind gust. Oh my goodness.
There was probably our cone that dropped at that tighter couplet. I'm not 100% sure, but that looks like a large tornado to me. I personally think that was probably a larger.
I think this might be trying to do something here.
To me, that looks like a tornado. That's probably also a strong tornado that at least happened for a few minutes. There was a couplet on radar. So
See that hook down in there.
I would not be surprised if that was actually a tornado. And I think it was, for the record. I think it was. Now it's more of just a wind threat again than hail threat. But tornado warning does go for 12 more minutes. We'll see if they continue it.
It's trying.
Driving. He's venturing.
It's trying down through here somewhere.
Let me go over to Freddy.
So we're right in the.
We may see something happen near Circle and all.
Hey, Michael, for the $10 super chat.
It should be like.
Rain wrap tornado reported on GR2.
Appreciate that, Michael. Thank you for the super chat.
That's me. I'm on GR2. So we missed the tornado back here. We were down looking at the other storm, and there was a tornado back here for a little bit. I don't see a debris signature anywhere, but there was a reported rain wrap tornado here. Yeah, right there. So it's right here. That was just a little bit ago. So this just dropped a tornado not too long ago. It might happen again. The whole dry line's all screwed up from that wind stream. And this is like up here near. Let's go pull that up again.
Where's Riley? He's on vacation. Wow. Look at Vince's view. Holy
Oh my goodness.
Look at that mesocycle.
Oh my goodness. That is so cool. That is so cool.
This again, Vince Walty's on Radar Omega with Project Weather Eye.
Tornado?
Structure's just insane. Thank you, Chandra, for becoming a member. Thank you also, Uria, for the Venmo.
Yeah, I don't think. See, there's the hook right there.
Sorry for the language. Me. That. Crazy structure. Don't see this very often. This was moments ago as well when we had the tornado This is from Bryce
And
Shelton.
this thing's still rotating really good. Like,
Look how rapidly all that dust kicked into the storm and was also rapidly rotating as well.
Nice to know.
That was basically preluding our tornado. Pretty crazy stuff there.
I'll go ahead and show you guys here real quick.
So yeah, back to radar. This storm is still tornado warned for 9 more minutes. It actually might be trying to gear up again. We got rotation again.
yeah, this thing's not letting up.
Over Highway 142. It might be gearing up for another tornado here in the next few minutes.
This thing is not letting up at all.
East of Stanford.
This thing has very powerful insides for the longest time now. Like, it's not getting weaker.
Here in the next few minutes. What was that licensing? Yeah, that's Bryce Shelton. They sell to news media and stuff too. But we're allowed to use their stuff.
Oh my God, she's on her ass.
Arm. All right. Let's back to the structure here. Your Highway 142 east of Stanford. I think Frey's going to be punching out in front of this here in a second too. Storm Intermedia has a cool view too. Thank you, Barry, for the $20 super chat.
I haven't gotten a new 3D view on this. The one I keep looking at is from it's like 10 minutes ago.
Where's Connor? I think Connor is done because of his internet going out or his stream going out. Had some technical issues from my understanding. Quite literally an unbelievable structure. I keep saying it, but it really is.
Wait. KDVYX.
I don't know what we call this one. This isn't.
Oh, I know what's wrong. I had two different radars.
I don't even know.
I had two radars connected to the same one, so I wasn't getting updates. That's why.
Crazy.
Let's reconnect down here.
Thank you, Paige, for the $10 super chat. Shout out to Hollister with the Venmo donation.
Rip. Did a boo-boo. Kelly, you're good in Tennessee. There's nothing going on. Nothing going on in Tennessee. Arkansas's got lots of rain, though. Hold on, let me head over there. Wait for this radar to load.
Rotation's over 142 right now.
They lessened our threat for the night, so we're good. So they took away our 5% chance over here in Arkansas. Tennessee, you don't have to worry about nothing. Chances of seeing anything over here tonight so slim to none.
Call it a cinnamon bun.
But yeah, we still have a lot of storms going on over there.
We could call it a cinnamon bun.
Let me pull up our big radar. Like, we got lots of rain showers in Arkansas.
Stanford with an N.
I mean, we got like a line of severe thunderstorms down through here, but not going to be tornadic. We're pretty much good. Lots of rain, though. Lots of rain in Mississippi and Alabama tonight coming. You definitely probably can get a lot of rain here overnight, though, Kelly. How you doing, Tana? But yeah, you'll definitely be seeing a lot of rain in McMinnville, Tennessee later on tonight for sure. But you don't have to worry about anything tornadic in Tennessee. Pretty much anything that's going to be tornadic is going to be in this area for the next hour or two, and that's probably about it. I mean, these storms are struggling right now in Texas. We had one. I don't think we just lost our last. We still have one last tornado warning right here. Now I can finally get a new 3D view of this thing. Oh no. I blew up my radar.
Over to Shoal as well, who's coming up on this.
Holy structure, Batman!
Rotation's like really broad in here now.
Velocity's got a little bit broader on the latest scan. I think the biggest thing here is just structure.
That is so neat, though. He said, "Holy structure, Batman."
Matt for the $10 super chat.
Oklahoma. Let's go look. Last I seen there's like 10 storms camping on top of Oklahoma City for like 2 hours. Lots and lots of rain in Oklahoma. A couple severe thunderstorms.
If I had to guess, they'll probably cancel a tornado warning.
We haven't had a single tornado warning in Oklahoma tonight or today at all. I mean, they're rotating, but nothing crazy looking. A little bit of rotation up here in Geary, but nothing crazy. It's looking good in Oklahoma. Lots more rain coming too from southern Oklahoma. Coming from Texas, we got a lot of rain out here too, in northeastern Oklahoma.
It's also back over to Vince. He's underneath the mezzo.
It's kind of funny because all these storms have like stayed severe, like right in the middle of Oklahoma City, and then on both sides, just like rain showers.
Not as circular as before. It's a large mezzo right now. Hey, Chris, with the $50 super chat. Thanks for keeping us informed. No problem at all. Appreciate the super chat. Back over to, I thought I clicked 3. What?
I get a 3D view now. No, I blew up my radar, I think.
Tornado warning does go for 3 more minutes. I'll have to issue a new warning of some sort. It's probably going to be a severe warning if I had to guess. It's just a large mesocyclone. The cloud tops are not as high as before. They're actually they're about 53,000 feet.
Yeah, I need to put you guys out this way. The lightning's just insane.
It was about 60,000 feet about 10 minutes ago. Now it's down to 53,000. So it is down.
Looking at the wind stream, if anything's going to act up right now, I think this is going to be this little baby storm out here if it gets bigger. But look how little it is.
Thank you, Christy, for the Venmo
It's a
donation.
tiny little baby out here.
PayPal donation. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
Tiny little baby that's rotating. Little storm's trying to do something. But just like looking at this position of this storm right here and at the wind stream now, the wind stream's moving all over the place right now. So like the dry lines are in mixed places.
Crazy amount of lightning.
Good
But
call on my end.
see where this storm is? As I said, if that one's rotating pretty good. It's right here where they're both meeting up.
All right, we currently have about 1 more minute on this tornado warning. Aside from this, it's a lot of scatters.
So I think this is probably the only storm that can go tornadic at this point.
Louisiana, Arkansas,
This little guy right here.
as well as Alabama, but nothing really rotating that much right now. They actually have a tornado possible label on our storm back over here near Florence, but not really seeing much rotation. We have a little bit near Red Bay. Generally speaking, the greatest concern.
Man, this wind stream's just changing left and right all over the place.
Over the next hour or two, and then our severe weather threat is still increasing right now across both Texas and Oklahoma. We have a slew of storms that have been firing up. A lot of these producing large hail and damaging winds. The tornado threat should continue to stay at least slightly higher across Texas over the next few hours. We even got like a little random storm that's firing.
I think this storm's moved too far south.
That's interesting. And then also, if we go back over to the
You can see the wind stream house just kind of basically just cut right through here.
SPC outlook for the remainder of tonight. The tornado risk in general is really the biggest thing that I want to cover here. They have condensed our tornado risk a little bit. Still have a large 5% tornado risk in.
I think we're pretty much done. I think the only thing that could possibly produce a tornado in the next 30 minutes is this little guy right here. I think that's all we got left. And everything's rotating. You can see all these velocities right here on the end, near this storm. Like, it's very, very unstable in this area right here.
And then very large hail is still a big concern in Oklahoma, Texas, and then a little sliver there of New Mexico. Still could see some hailstones as large as the size of softballs this evening. We've already had hail as large as 6 inches in diameter today, which, for the record,
When was that, Kelly?
size of a coconut. So, hail's been big.
Your town got hit by an EF1 on Tuesday?
One thing I want to point out, we actually had an
I was streaming when that happened, right?
wind gust over in Amherst, Texas moments ago. This storm is currently warned for 70-mile-per-hour winds in addition to the threat.
Tornado season's about over though.
So significant storm.
I mean, if we get bad weather, I'll be back. But we don't have any. Look at our. Let me go through the forecast for the next couple days.
You know, what's funny? I think I said this like an hour ago.
So this is today's threat.
Right before the storm was passing, it was like over Sudan, and I'm pretty sure I said that there was rotation. I wouldn't be surprised if it got.
We have nothing for tomorrow.
It ended up actually producing a rain-wrapped tornado. So I guess we were correct on that statement because
this is day 3. This is just for thunderstorms, right? This isn't for severe weather.
That is interesting.
That's day 3. So day 4, we don't have anything.
The storm no longer has any warning, by the way.
We really don't. I don't know why we don't have anything for tomorrow. There's got to be something happening tomorrow.
No warning on this storm right now.
I don't.
So
I don't see anything for tomorrow.
I would assume that there's still some wind, and yeah, they just issued one. So it's 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-size hail. It's not as significant as before, but
And that wind stream just ripped this thing in half. That's unreal. Look at that big old gap right here, the inflow.
and the structure's still pretty cool. Not as crazy as earlier, but it's still pretty cool. And there's a lot of lightning too. Thank you, Caitlin, for the Venmo donation.
I don't think
Tampa
we're
Bay can
dealing
be
with any
crazy
tornadoes for the night.
for hurricanes.
Don't. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna eat my words there. I don't think so. Probably
Yeah. This tiny little baby storm, I think, is the only thing that can possibly produce a tornado right now. Everything else is just going to fall apart.
We have a new severe thunderstorm watch that has just been issued. This is going to be back over in Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana until 3 a.m.
Georgia, Cobb County, and Cherokee County.
Damaging winds up to 70 miles per hour.
Are you asking about the weather there?
Frequent lightning being likely from this area of thunderstorm activity. Again, it's a huge line of thunderstorms. So I'd fully expect that we're going to continue to see basically all hazards of severe weather continue. Storm Runner Media is driving right underneath this structure. Let's go Storm Runner Media.
You know, there's a big old tornado up here in Calhoun and Darsville. However you say, we had a big old EF1 tornado here, like a mile wide, go through Calhoun a couple hours ago. I don't know if we have anything going on in Georgia still.
It's on vacation till Friday.
You take that radar over there. Yeah, this one's done. There's nothing. That storm ain't going to do nothing right there. See if we have any warnings in Georgia still. Still have a lot of thunderstorm warnings. My goodness. Go to Alabama. That's as close as we can get to Georgia. Where was Cobb County at?
He is celebrating Max's birthday. Or if he's celebrating my birthday, I'm also celebrating.
Okay, so you're in the north part of Atlanta. So I mean, you got thunderstorms coming through, but no tornado, no. There's not any tornado activity going to be coming through Atlanta. This is just thunderstorms.
You don't need a banner on screen to have that like at all times.
None of these storms are rotating. These are just thunderstorms coming through Atlanta.
In like late November, early December, and when
Where's
putting a banner on my channel saying, "Oh, I'm on vacation," or whatever.
Cobb Cherokee County?
Hey, you, Barbara, for the $10 super chat. Hey, no problem at all. Appreciate you tuning in. I can help. Thank you, Spencer, for the super chat as well. I think generally speaking, the severe weather in like Georgia is pretty low to zero. I mean, there really isn't much. There's nothing severe in Georgia, just strong storms. What's going to continue to remain potent for the next hour or two will be this long line of thunderstorms. It's marching across a large chunk of central Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana.
Same thing, just thunderstorms.
Damaging winds will continue, and the potential for an isolated tornado or two still exists.
A little bit of rotation down here, but ain't nothing going to happen. There's not enough data juice left. Everything's been used up. These are nothing but thunderstorms coming through. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see any more tornadoes tonight. I think we're pretty much done.
I think just a lot of this activity, mainly north of Jackson, is outflow dominant. You can see the outflow boundary.
Texas is like the only place we can still see a tornado. Our threat's been downgraded.
Going to see much in the way of a tornado threat down here, at least in central Mississippi. It's a bit different up here because these storms are not really that outflow dominant, very minimally across the board.
If there's going to be a tornado, it's only going to be in this area in the next hour or two, and that's it.
Where am I going? I'm going on a cruise. 7-day cruise. It's the one vacation I'm going to be on this year.
Yep. I think we are good, guys.
Riley is 45. Riley is not 45.
I don't know. We don't have anything for tomorrow yet, though. I don't know why the SBC Outlook is showing nothing for tomorrow.
the super chat. Max shares a birthday with Fort Smith. Bro, what?
This one dropped 2 tornadoes right here, but
The storm looked crazy earlier. It's really gotten to the point where there's
yeah,
much left with it.
the inflow just blew this thing to shreds.
Structure's still cool, but the storm really fell apart fast. I don't know. Maybe it reorganizes again. Still a lot of convection around this thing. And some cool lightning, too. Some refresh shoal here. And shoal might be broken. Let me go over to Freddy. Freddy has a cool view. I'll give it a second to load.
If you haven't already, drop a like too while you're in here.
Yeah, since you're here, might as well.
That's what Freddy's looking at right now on this
Hold on,
storm
3, 2, 1, pop.
near Stamford, Texas. Flash flooding is going to probably become a concern here near Stamford here over the next little while.
Almost a 5K viewers. What's up, guys? A lot of Reed viewers in here right now. Whoa, okay, there we go. See, that's why I pointed over here.
Crazy old Texas.
I know what I'm doing. It's a good shot right there. Tree trimmer.
Tree trimmer?
You know, I do kind of have the nickname.
How you doing, Tara?
Since I got called Tim Reed up there in
How you doing, St. Louis?
Hey, Ryan, for the
You stopped in late, bro. You missed the all the action earlier.
I'm like, no, I'm not Tim Reed, but I know he's around here somewhere.
We had some crazy action going on earlier.
They left. So that was pretty fun.
40,000 viewers tonight. Unreal.
That was actually pretty funny.
It was so good.
That
Hey,
was
Edward,
after
for the
the
super
big
chat.
sandhill tornadoes up there, and yeah. By the way, we got the mics on now, so in case you guys can't tell, but we got the mics back on here.
Are these storms predicted to head towards Dallas, Fort Worth? They will be
By
later.
the way, Reed's viewers, while you're in here, it's not just me, but I also got my co-pilot here, Eli.
One coming down, and then DL said, fully
Back over to
condensed
Storm Runner,
tornado.
too.
So I said,
Yeah,
the
what was I
other
just
one,
saying? Oh, yeah, Dallas, Fort Worth. Yeah, you guys are going to see storms later.
DL said the tornado with that dust one, because I just wanted to
And
the other one, yes, for sure.
they've lost connection. This is Tornado Pagey. They're once again punching the storm, just like they did last time.
Tornado Pagey is
I don't
nuts.
think that the hail and the wind is not as high, but they are punching through it. The storm, initially when they punched through it, I don't
Tornado
think-
Pagey is everywhere.
And then guess what happened? They saw 2 tornadoes. Hey, Corky for the $20 super chat. Are you ever moving back to Texas? I don't know yet. We'll see. Why would Riley take a vacation in May working on a YouTube weather channel? Well, he's still in college, so like there isn't really many options for him to go vacationing outside of that. And second off, I mean, like this was planned a long time ago, so this isn't like something that just happened out of nowhere. Before I hired him, I already knew about this. I told him, hey, this is a big deal.
We had 3 tornadoes here from this storm.
Oh my goodness.
Brief tornado touchdown at Haskell.
It's right here.
Multiple reports of 2 brief tornado touchdowns.
We got Shame.
And then brief tornado touchdown in Jones, Texas.
They run it back for the super chat.
Max Velocity just hates overpasses. He can't stand the looks of them. He cracks me up.
Riley is the star of the show. Bro comes on for about 10 minutes out of every 10 hours on stream, I'm pretty sure. Definitely high winds, that's for sure. Haven't seen a whole lot of hail yet. Riley is competition. Yes, he's competing with me on stream.
All right. And we might as well take a quick look over here in Oklahoma again one more time.
Tons of lightning. Yeah, these storms are highly electrified. They are very electrified tonight. Freddie has a view outside of the storm.
Take a look at Shreveport. Lots of thunderstorms in southern Arkansas. My goodness.
I think I'm gonna flip around here.
Storm Runner has a cool view of the structure, but I don't know if their stream's going to stay up.
There's
They've been a little bit low signal.
Go up here. There's a little road. I didn't see this road. Take this here real quick.
Storm Runner has a pretty cool view of this storm right now.
Well, guys, we have 0 tornado warnings. Really appreciate everybody stopping in tonight. And you guys have a wonderful and safe evening. And thanks for watching the stream. And I'll see you guys again on the next crazy tornado day. No, you didn't miss anything, St. Louis. It's just been, well, I mean, we had a big tornado in Georgia. And then we had some tornadoes in Texas. But no, it's I guess Ryan Hall didn't stream today. So I got tons of people in here. We were getting, there was like, oh man, there was like 300 people in here at a time earlier. And there are people coming from Germany and Canada and all over. It was crazy. We're getting all kinds of people in here earlier. Blue dot, bro. Dude, St. Louis, who is this guy? He's always following you around everywhere. Does he know you in real life? Oh, this guy's like always following you around. Like Blue Dot knows you. He's not here unless you're here. Is it your little brother? Ohio is golden, Tara. We're basically just going to have thunderstorms for us tonight. I'll go ahead and pull up the big map. I was going to end the stream, but we'll hang out a little bit longer. So all of our storms are down here in Texas and Mississippi, Arkansas. Ohio's nice and clear skies. Looks like we may have the tiny little rain showers possibly. Lots of rain going into West Virginia. Oh my goodness. That was so loud. Oh, that scared me. Oh my goodness. That was so loud. I don't know if it was loud for you guys, but it was loud for me.
Jeez, dude.
Calm down, Eli. My heart's racing. Locked in. I found it. There it is.
I'm in Ohio. I'm in Cincinnati-ish area.
Dude.
Oh man. Jeez. Eli even dropped his phone.
Do you like mod a lot of other channels, St. Louis? Yeah, I'm a scaredy cat in Ohio. I'm definitely one of those scaredy cats. That's why I watch all the weather.
It's so funny. Like you guys we weren't live yesterday, but Freddie, the same.
This might be the end of the tornado season. We'll see what happens.
From yesterday.
Oh, dude! Brandon!
That's 2 days in a row they almost got struck by
That's
lightning.
even possible. That's crazy. 2 days in a row. Oh man, that's so funny.
Pushing out the live feed.
We're getting that video up onto socials ASAP, by the way. That's gonna be up on socials 100%.
This wacky line of storms going through Mississippi.
The side of the road was like maybe like 100, maybe less than 100 yards. That one was really freaking close. Okay, we're about to get into the barrage here. Here it comes right here. Look at all the bolts. Look at this, guys. These are all the bolts coming in here. So we might get some close range CGs here in a sec.
Let's go over to Tornado Pagey. They're in the middle of the storm right now.
No.
Who's with Tornado Pagey? How does she know where to go?
This skin is
Tornado
circled
Pagey
right
is
now.
on top of everything this year. Every single day, Tornado Pagey's like right by a tornado. I'm like her biggest fan now. She's like Reed Timber Jr.
Oh yeah, there it is. Found the Starlink.
I just cannot
Starlink
believe
fall off?
like
Is
Tornado
it?
Pagey is. If there's a tornado, Tornado Pagey is there. It's just unreal.
No way their Starlink fell off again. That happened like
Literally had like a downdraft downburst come off of a rotating supercell earlier to drop the tornado like 10 feet from the car
Alabama
that
right
she was in.
now, near Hamilton, Alabama. I think we just had a spin up tornado. Yeah, there was
Spin
a
up
moment
tornado
ago
in
here where we
Alabama.
had a possible spin up tornado just east of Hamilton. No clear debris signature, but velocities are definitely still strong enough here where we could get a
what's
quick tornado
this?
out of this line in northwest Alabama over the next hour or so. So again, if
Going
you're
to
anywhere up
northwest
near
Alabama.
Alabama, definitely be staying weather aware. Line of storms continuing to push east. We also have a line of storms pushing across central Mississippi.
Take a look at
This
this.
one's a little bit more broken now. It's mostly just 60-mile-per-hour winds. It really should fall apart by the time it gets down to southern Mississippi, but damaging winds around 60 will continue. Also potential for some quarter-sized hail will still be in play as that line moves down to the south. Back over near Texarkana, there's also severe thunderstorm warning for quarter-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. None of these storms in this area are really tornadic. It's mostly going to be wind and a little bit of hail and also a low tornado potential. I'm going to go back to Texas, Oklahoma in a second. It looks like Freddie is now getting hit by the RFD surge on this Texas storm. This is north of Abilene, Texas. There's a little bit of rotation starting to develop
crazy,
now.
But a little rotation.
Yeah, a little bit of rotation there.
Of the highway here. Might shoot a little bit.
I think it's going to pick back
Go
up.
ahead and shoot a little bit back.
Get out in front of it kind of thing.
Yeah, back southeast.
Got a good inflow notch right there.
Wind's picking up.
I don't see much rotation
Might
though.
try to produce another tornado at some point. By the way, the video of Freddie and Tanner almost getting struck by lightning again is on Twitter and Facebook at MaxVelocityWX.
These storms are cranking though. We got some strong winds coming through here. Northwest Alabama's got some strong winds coming through for sure.
Keep an eye on them. But again, this storm's definitely trying to spin again. Right now, producing quarter-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. A little bit of rotation. Again, it's nothing crazy. It's also not where it's supposed to be. But this thing might try to pop out a hook echo again and maybe try to drop another.
Yeah, we haven't had a tornado warning in about 20 minutes
It's
now.
also producing some pretty big hail near 277. Got a little hail core there. Probably quarter to $half sized hail over 277. Barely moving to the east right now. And eventually going towards Lake Stamford. Again, this storm's very slow. They've also issued a flash flood warning on this area near Haskell. So, there's some flooding. Hey, Chef for becoming a member and Hopping for becoming a member. Welcome to the Velocities. Freddie just posted on... Just replied to that tweet on Twitter, by the way. This is the caption, and this is what he said. I'm trying to get 5 big booms. This is the second night in a row of a big boom.
Trying to get 5 big booms.
In case you guys weren't on stream when it happened.
Dude,
I knew it!
I think that was... You know, what's funny is that I think
these guys
that was
are out of
closer
control.
than the
These
last
kids
one,
are out of
so
control, guys.
progressively, if we do a little trend analysis, it is
These
getting
kids are out of
closer and
control.
closer to being near their car day over day. But yeah, this is in Texas. Back up.
Tara, that blue dot guy like follows St. Louis around everywhere. I don't know what the deal is, but he's obsessed with him. We have to mute him every day. He's basically family though.
We got a bunch of storms out here. These are mostly going to be hail and wind producers. The most significant one right now heading towards Plainview, Texas.
I don't know why he always wants to fight with St. Louis, but he does.
70-mile-per-hour damaging winds. And just off to the west of Amarillo, same thing. Got a long Boeing segment of storms here. This is going to be more of a wind threat in the long term, but in the short term, there will be a potential also for some significant hail as this continues to track to the east towards Amarillo. Got new mesoscale discussion also across the Texas Panhandle, which does include Amarillo. The severe threat will continue with 80-mile-per-hour winds, tennis ball-sized hail being a possibility, and then on top of that, there is a chance for an isolated tornado. Guys, it is not my anniversary. I did not have a wedding. I don't know why this is such a thing. This is Storm Intermedia. They have a really good view of this storm. Not this. This right here. Storm Intermedia has a really good view of the storm rolling in right now.
I like gustnadoes over, like fully condensed tornadoes.
All right, guys.
Shelf cloud here.
I would much rather look at this.
Leave it
In the stream, I'm going to link you guys to max velocity if anybody wants to keep watching any of these storms. Let me pull them up here. All right. I really appreciate everybody stopping in tonight. That's max velocity stream. Appreciate it. Misty, you stopped in right as I'm about to end the stream. What are you doing today? Do you need to check something real quick for you, Misty, before I shut it down? I was just about to turn off the stream and you popped in. But we're pretty much done for the day. There's no tornado warnings. Yeah, you have a good night too, Misty. Thanks for stopping in. I'll see you guys later. Hugs. Good night.